You talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, willing dealing, limo jet flying. We Ric Flairin' on it, flaring on it. We Ric Flairin' on it. You talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, willing dealing, limo jet flying. We Ric Flairin' on it, flaring on it. Yeah, we Ric Flairin' on it, flaring on it. It's apparent these girls staring. I'm Ric Flairin', gold across my chest. I'm fresh to death, I'm Paul Bearing, not at all scary. When I open like Betty Wops, they find to these circles that's going in like a carry shot. Woo! I'm going in like a Mary Pop off that Mary Crop at the top flow at the Marriott. So questioning me is like questioning you. See, we the best dressed, so come and get blessed with the crew. Not one but two, different ways to slaughter your crew. Committed tat across the chest, I guess she blessed with the truth. People want to see them checks, representation of proof. Living through my elders trying to resonate to the youth. But ain't nothing to get my flash on. Longevity is heavily embedded in my melanin. Layman terms, I last long. My ground repetitive, I'm smoother than real silk. Lyrical cash cow who can't cry over spilled milk. We in here. You talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, willing dealing, limo jet flying. We Ric Flairin' on it, flaring on it. We Ric Flairin' on it, flaring to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, willing dealing, limo jet flying. We Ric Flairin' on it, flaring on it. We Ric Flairin' on it, flaring on it. This ain't no normal situation, this preparation with greatness. Industry full of fakeness, it's really up for the taking. See, life is what happened to you, more so how you take it. Don't get stripped of your knowledge and mentally leave you naked. I like to live otherwise. I'm sorry that I'm fresh to death. I put the polo and apologize. See, black son, we ain't nothing like them other guys. Quit to socialize, we organize, then we mobilize. Off the deep end like a scuba diver. And no confusion, just keep it pushing like Uber drivers. Woo! Business fresh just like a supervisor in a Gucci visor. Can't find a smoother rhymer. You talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, willing dealing, limo jet flying. We Ric Flairin' on it, flaring on it. We Ric Flairin' on it. You talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, willing dealing, limo jet flying. We Ric Flairin' on it, flaring on it. We Ric Flairin' on it, flaring on it.
Yeah, DQ baby. Shout out that boy Nitty for that fire track. Hey, Black Sun, sun up. What's up, Vinny Vegas? What in Vegas? Yeah. Shout out Pharaoh's Kids, D-Face. Yeah. Bubba C. Yeah. Ric Flairin' on them. Ric Flairin' on them. Ric Flairin' on them. Ric Flair, son up, baby.
Hey, yo, Scotty, we back.
Yo,
Appreciate you for reaching
you a
out.
star.
I'm like, hey, it's outspoken. A lot changed. Granted, the concept we still hosting. Giving you the fix you need when on the screen. The veteran, Captain Petty, giving you medicine. Come tap in. You know Scott gon' do what he do. Might not want to hear it, but here go the hard truth. Perry about the numbers, regret if you're not fact-based. When you run your lane, the numbers seem like a statue. Wait. Hey, Scotty, man, I'm not feeling it. I don't think the people feeling it. Let me get in my bag a little bit, just showing what this outspoken really about to be like. Outspoken, this is more than conjecture. These days they laying people off. So glad that we got our own. Hunger insatiable, made for you if you say you objective. Hard truth offering, no offense, just perspective. Come get your dosage and go with me. We spit it like poetry. The pivot was pivotal. Could rhyme here, but I'd rather not. Some say Scotty, some call him Scott. The best one since Stewart. If you know, then you know. But if you don't, then you're lost. Let me be frank for a minute, cause we all know that's how Perry be. Breaking down the game for what it was, no apologies. This my hypothesis, you tune in, you like watching it. It's common sense, obvious, competent, rugged, and confident. Hey, we outspoken. We outspoken. We outspoken. This is outspoken, and we gon' put on a show, even if we hear you say I can't stay. It's outspoken.
Hey, back. I think we got another one.
What is going on?
we back in full effect. We are back in rotation, back on those good old Mondays. And listen, you know it can't be done without my brother from another. Please give it up for my co-host, Payway.
What's up?
What's going on, P?
I don't be knowing what to do when people bring me in. I don't know what to do with my hands.
It's not football season yet. You know, if it's football season, you know, you got to.
I'm on deck. It ain't never too far. I think that made me look too much like Mike Reed. He be on here. It make me, you know. You
gotta put it like this. You say, you know, the things flashing like that. You know what I'm saying? So, how's your weekend been?
Man, it was good, man. I did baseball this weekend, man.
Baseball too?
Huh?
You an umpire for baseball?
No, I went and covered baseball.
Oh.
I went and checked out the LSU and Florida game, number 5 versus number 6. So it was a top 10 matchup. With LSU and Florida, man, a hell of a game, hell of a series. Florida ended up winning the series over the weekend. So 12,852 people showed up for Saturday's game at Alex Box Stadium, the second highest paid attendance in LSU baseball history. So we be talking about support. Hey, 12,000 of them jokers showed up to a baseball game. And it said highest paid attendance. So I wanted to make that clear.
Yeah.
They paid.
Yeah, to be there.
Huh?
Yeah, they paid to be there.
Oh, yeah. I mean, and all the businesses around benefited from it. Every restaurant, every bar, everybody was pretty packed out, man, for people to come out and enjoy themselves on the weekend. So I was pretty much baseball all weekend. But high-level baseball, so it was worth watching.
Oh, man. He says, Scotty, what up? Shout out to Telger and Perry, what up? I'm a Spring 24 initiative Beta Sig at Southern for Alpha Phi Alpha, but don't tell nobody. Congratulations, man. Congratulations, man. If I had my applause button, but I ain't have it. Congratulations, man. That's what it's like. What's your name? Was it like Leather Dog or something? I don't know. You know, they be coming up with the weird names, you know.
Hey.
You know, so Ice Dog, you know, everything got to be ice with Alpha. So
guess that box rate about to go up for him now. That box rate about to go up.
I'm petty. I'm petty. I'm petty. I'm petty.
Hey, he said, what? Father is about to go right back down.
No.
Father Bear, and that's how they spell it? Father Bear? Nah, I'm not. They would have had to change my name. Okay, I was like, hey, y'all need something different. Okay, I need something like, you know, Father Ice, Father Cold, you know, something cool. Father Bear? Nah, I'm not good with that. Nah, we're going to have to change that one, my boy.
He'll be all right on Pretty Wednesday this Wednesday.
You know,
he'll be all right.
You know, he going to have them colors hot. You know? Oh, because he got a kid. Okay.
You can have him to get the whole story. Get the
yeah, to make it make sense, because you ain't about to call me no Father Bear. That's it wasn't about to happen. You know what I'm saying? I don't care if I got 3 cubs. You know what I'm saying? It ain't about to happen.
What if she call you Daddy Bear? She can't call you Daddy Bear?
Oh, she can. They can't. I don't want nobody to call me Father Bear.
Oh, you know.
You know what I'm saying? So that's just my thing. But shout out to you, Telger, man. Shout out, man. Congratulations. I know, you know.
Wrap it up, bro. I know that box about to come. Hey, wrap it up. You got to we practiced that. Wrap that thing. Well, you married, so
oh yeah, it's unwrapped. Yeah,
they clearly got one on the way. So.
It's unwrapped.
So yeah, hey, bro, just wrap it up. Any of y'all wrap that thing up, man.
Don't clip that. Oh, you know, I don't really clip my shows anyway. You know, you gotta be worried about Perry clipping it. Perry be clipping the mess out of something.
I ain't gonna clip him on that though.
Yeah. All right, yo, Perry, I gotta tell you something, bro. Before I get into the show, dog. People who got kids, I think they'll understand this. My kids don't understand time, right? Like they don't understand. Like I hate when a lot of my kids be like, Dad, back in the old days? Like I'm like, what do you mean back in the old days, right? So I'm driving, and my daughter's like, we just came from Burger King, right? And she's like, Dad, you know, back in the old days, did you go to Burger King? I said, yes.
Like back in my day, we had birthday parties at Burger King.
I said yes. She said like it had tables and everything. I said yes. She said like they were even giving out crowns because she got the little bird kick. I said yes. She said, oh. She said, I didn't think they had that back in your day.
Yeah.
I said, how old do you think I am? Like, what am I back in the 80s? Like, I'm like that. They do that all the time. Like my son be like, Dad, back in the old days, did you play this video game? Did you have video games? I'm like, yes, I had video games. Like, what are we doing?
What year were you born?
89.
I'm 88. That's a long time ago for these kids, man. Because the 2000s, look, the 90s to me, we talk about this still feel like a decade ago. I still feel like that was 10 years ago.
Yeah.
The 90s was 24, 25 plus years ago, and that's the late 90s,
Yeah.
So, and then we were kids in the 90s. So yeah, back in the day, bro. We just gotta.
It just kills me, like, dog. And then one time, Shy was like, Shy asked, because he calls my mom Nana, right? So he was like, Dad, he was like, Dad, back in Nana's time, they were slaves. And I said, what?
No concept of time. When you said concept of time, I thought you did like, hey, when it's time to get up in the morning, get your ass up. No, concept of time. Space time. Okay.
No, baby. Yo, I was on the floor when he said that. And she was close by, so she just her face frowned up. But she was he said back in Nana's time, she was a slave. Boy, I was on the floor crying. I was like, no, she wasn't a slave. So
I think some Southern fans have a problem with time too. They still think the 90s was just yesteryear.
Oh my God.
Hey,
let's not even get that
started. I get on my own people,
let's not get that started.
Hey, that Pete Richardson, man, look, Pete just retired last year, let them tell it.
He did, it was really.
He just retired last year, let them tell it, man. We have a problem with time as well when it comes to that. HBCUs have a problem with time. Let's not act like everybody
want to bring back them glory days, okay? The only people who try to forget, dog. Okay, yeah, we about to really go off script on this one. I'm so sick and tired of Jackson State fans jumping on Twitter, bashing Colorado people who call them a hater. I can't stand that because that was just you 2 years ago. That was literally just you. When anytime somebody went against the sermon of Dion, okay, every Paho State fan was calling them a hater. Now that Colorado fans are doing the same thing to them, now they want to act like that didn't happen. Like they just miraculously forgot that they were doing the exact same thing 2 years ago. I said, yo, this got to be crazy right now.
Is that what it is? They just switched up?
Oh, they act. Listen, I'm telling you, man. Paho State fans are like the girl who break up with the guy and be like, his dick was little. And I'm like, yo, his dick wasn't little when he was with you.
No.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It was good enough to hit. You know what I'm saying? It was all good enough to hit. But now he ain't with you. Oh, he ain't got no money. He broke. He this. He that. He just the worst thing since. But when he was with you, oh, you couldn't do no wrong. Oh, he taking me here. He taking me here. He taking me there.
Oh, my God.
Come on, man. Come on, man. Stop, man. You know what I'm saying? Still okay. Got the draws, dog. Got the draws.
What fan base? Okay, I already put Southern out there, so we know, and I know because I deal with it all the time in conversation, right? But what fan base do you feel does not have a sense of time when it comes to the glory years and acting like the glory years, was just yesterday?
Delaware State, they ain't got no glory years.
Why would you say where did Delaware State come from? They gloat like that?
No, they was on Twitter. It was a Delaware State dude on Twitter talking like, God damn. I was like, bro, Delaware State ain't never done nothing. And he was on there Going, I mean, he was just going. He was fighting like boy. You would have thought it was a Marvel movie the way he was fighting. That boy was out there bringing in everything. But
I never met a Delaware State fan before.
exactly.
I don't even think I've seen a Delaware State fan in the chat ever. Have you?
No.
Anybody from Delaware State on here tonight?
No. Oh, here you go.
Hit me
Maybe
with a Dale State.
Maybe him. Maybe. But so what? Okay. So you said the question is who does not or who does?
Well, the same way like we talked about the sense of time. You know, like your kids act like when you were young a long time ago, like that was ages ago. But then you still have some of those with time. They make it seem like 30 years, 25 years ago was just 5 years ago.
I think the worst ones, what
they say, they just can't let that old man go.
It got to be great. But see, the thing about Grambling is they could live on that Celebration Bowl legacy. So it drove them for a long time. You know what I'm saying? Like the undefeated year, Devonta Kincaid win the Celebration Bowl, the only SWAC team to win the Celebration Bowl. So they lived on that for a while. But then you miss that. You're talking about, you know, Grambling brings up them 80s and 70 teams like it was just yesterday. Like it was just 5 years ago where they were just dominating everybody, having first round draft picks and stuff. I'm like, yo, what we doing?
I will give Grambling, they perhaps every decade Grambling was right there.
That's what Smash said, the same
you
thing.
Know, like Jackson was the 80s, right? Southern had the 90s, right? Then you had in the SWAC East, and we're talking football, the A&M and the Alabama States in the East. And then it came to Rose of the Jackson State. But just those dominating, you know, it's Alcorn was good at one point, huh? Steve McNair.
You know what I'm saying? Steve
and
McNair.
That's the one they can't let go. Valley for sure can't let go, Jerry Rice. That's the one thing they hold on to.
And Titan. Don't act like Titan ain't a part of it. That's a package deal, okay? Titan and Rice is a package deal. The stadium is literally Titan Rice Stadium. You know, there's a package deal.
Fam, you would throw it at you quick. You know we won the Division One AA National Championship. That was in 71.
78. Hey, the only HBCU to win a national championship.
Yeah, man. Great grandpas was on that team, man. Grandfathers.
You know what I'm saying? They had the leather helmet with the one bar face mask. They said we was doing it.
Man.
They said we was doing it. You know, and then they just got another one now. So, you know, it's been a little drought. It's been a while.
It's been a while.
But you know, back in they was elite. And you know, if you want to be elite, make sure you get yourself some Elite 15 coffee. Veteran-owned, black-owned business, #1 in your hearts. Okay, the Elite 15 coffee. Want to be elite? Want to start your day off in an elite way? Get you some Elite 15 coffee. Description link in the description below. Elite 15 coffee. Veteran-owned, black-owned business. Get you some elite today.
You drink coffee?
No.
You're supposed to say, yeah, I drank Elite 15.
No, I know that was a toss-up, but no, I don't drink. Okay. Yes and no. I don't drink coffee. I drink like cappuccino or lattes, like, you know, so it is coffee, but it's just it ain't like coffee. You know what I'm saying?
I enjoy a good French vanilla cappuccino.
Oh yeah. Oh, now you're talking my language. Now you're speaking my language. A good French vanilla. See, okay, let me do this. First of all, I want to be very clear. Starbucks is not a good French vanilla cappuccino. I want to be very clear about that. Don't go to Starbucks and go to a gas station. Go to the little push button jank.
Oh, for the cappuccino?
What?
The best one I ever had, I used to have this convenience store called Easy Mart. Man, look, fire. Look, corner groceries. Gas station. You know, they sell the chicken, the little pizza rolls, whatever. Then they had, you know, got all the fountain drinks where you can get the ultimate suicide. And right there next to it is that cappuccino and coffee machine. Yeah. Best French vanilla cappuccino I ever had.
Listen, 7-Eleven. I used to walk to 7-Eleven when I was in middle school, get me a little medium cappuccino. Was right across the street from my middle school. Push that little button. Boy! That thing hit.
Creamer in it. You put whatever that little
Sugar, you know what I'm saying? Get the little milk cream in that joker. Come on, man. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. Like, yeah, I'm not, yeah. And for me, the reason I like, and I do drink Elite. I want to be very clear because people are like, oh, I do drink it. I just don't drink it for the coffee. I drink it for like the Keurig K-Cup drinks. Like, yeah, I do that little stuff. But coffee, that's my wife. Like, Key, she drink coffee. My mom, like, she like her coffee black. Like my dad.
Still.
Boy.
That'll wake you up right there.
Boy, this how she poured the milk. He was like, did you put anything in there? No. I'm like, God, dog. That thing be stiff. I'd be like, ooh, that's definitely gonna wake you up.
Yeah, coffee. I never been coffee within itself. I never been one. I always thought it smelled really good. Now coffee smells amazing.
Yeah.
No, but I have a coffee machine downstairs in my kitchen. Never used it a day in my life. I'm talking about high dollar, beautiful. It will make a great gift if I just took it out of my kitchen and gave it to a coffee drinker because it's never been used, man. And it does whatever you want it to do.
I think Starbucks is so overrated, bro. I think Starbucks is so overrated. I ain't gonna hold you. People paying, man, Kiwi going in there paying like $10 for, and you gotta, the name is so long. Can I get a venti? She do some crazy stuff. Can I get a venti macchiato with oat milk, no foam, iced up cream with a little drizzle? I'll be like, yo, what are you ordering?
And they have like a hidden menu too. Like they have the menu that you see, then it's like a mystery, like a hidden menu that you got to know that what you want not up there, but they can make it.
I don't know. I ain't got time for it. I don't got time.
To be honest, I've never had Starbucks. I went there on behalf of someone before, but I've never had Starbucks before.
Listen,
it looked like a great social place. You know, the inside jump sometime of people.
Oh yeah, it be. I be that. Yo, listen. When I was on hard times, I be in there for the Wi-Fi.
Oh yeah.
That Wi-Fi be jumping. Okay, I be in the back.
Coffee shops are good places, man. I used to hang out at a place and study right by LSU called Highland Coffee, man. This little duck off quaint. It just has like this ambiance to it, man. Just real cool place. That was my little duck off. I never had coffee, but the aroma. I'm watching everybody else drink it. You know, the students that's finna pull that all-nighter, trying to make sure they get past that midterm, but I never could do it, man. Powerade or something is about as best I can get.
Yeah. Starbucks is just overrated for me. I ain't gonna lie to you. And listen, I'm telling you right now, if you ever see me and you say, Scotty, go to Starbucks for me, I'm not saying that order. That stuff is just too long, bro. That people be doing the most with them orders. No milk, no foam, whip, drizzle. I'm like, I ain't got time for all that, bro. Don't got time for it.
And tell your kids, man, back in the day at Burger King and McDonald's, we used to have birthday parties in there.
With the cake. Boy, with the little,
then, they had the little play zones. You take your shoes off and put them in the little thing.
With the ball, with the ball pit. Oh yeah, that ball pit was legit.
That'll blow kids' minds. Can't believe you used to play at Burger King and McDonald's.
Those are the spots. Okay, those are the spots. Don't forget.
Back when Pizza Hut had a buffet.
Boy, Chuck E. Cheese pizza. Oh, you talk that was like hitting the grand slam right there. Chuck E. Cheese pizza. Had a party at Chuck E. Cheese with the pizza. And them pictures? Oh man, stop playing. Stop playing.
Chuck E. Cheese was always a dream for a kid to have a party and watch the big rat and them come out and sing and do whatever, you know.
Yeah, your family had money when you had a party at Chuck E. Cheese. You already knew you had some money. You had a party at Chuck E. Cheese.
I went to a couple parties. They had an arcade in the mall. A couple of my partners had birthdays at the arcade. You know, they had the little spot in the back. You can go back there and serve, have the tables. I always kept a little festive plate with the little hat on top, you know.
Yeah. Yes, hey, that old Pizza Hut with that buffet.
Yeah, Pizza Hut with the buffet. Then Pizza Hut used to give you like these scholastic book things. So if you read so many books and you
could get free personal pan pizza.
Yeah.
Boy, hey, listen, those are the good old days, man. They don't do them like that. Nah, man, they don't do them like that.
Now see, look, that's why your kids telling you that's bad, because now look at you, man. Those were the good old days.
Not slavery. I mean, you talking about my mama was in a slave. Like, what we talking?
Oh my God.
Dog, listen, man. I'm telling you, and my son loves some history, boy. So he always be talking about Martin Luther King and Malcolm X and all that type of stuff. So
That's a long time ago, bro.
yeah. He loves
the
history.
60s. Oh man.
Yeah, he loves some history. He loves some history. So that's just what his thing. All right, let's get into a little hot. Oh man, listen.
What?
When you be on them hard times, that $5 CCP's a hit. Okay, I'm sorry. I gotta listen. When you ain't got much to your name, that $5 CC pizza. Oh, that thing clutch.
Oh, you go in there and stuff yourself, bitch sick. You just in there just eating crust and everything till you can't eat it no more.
Cinnamon sticks, boy, you be tearing it all up, boy. I swear to God.
I see somebody was talking about Big Top. How the hell, who is Lee? Lee, who are you? How you know about Big Top Pizza?
Big Top? Oh, is he?
I don't know how they know about Big
I
Top.
don't know Big
Who
Top.
is Lee?
I don't know.
I know about Big Top. And then there's another place called Big Banjos that they all. How the hell does Lee know that? Who is Lee?
I don't know, but Lee said he know it. I don't know. Hey,
Lee, where you from?
Yeah, I don't know, boy. I don't know about no Big Top.
Oh no, Big Top. That was. Hey, listen. Hey, that's where you wanted to have your party as a kid back in the day, man. But yeah, it's good pizza. Just that's old school. Every place had their own personal, those local pizza places, local spots. So I don't know who is Lee. I'm trying to.
Nah, he said from PB. I don't know what that means.
Oh, he from Pine Bluff. Okay, that's how he know. That's what Big Top was.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's an old school place. This back. It used to be next door to a Blockbuster. That's how old that is.
Hey. Don't you be going on some Blockbusters on Friday nights? Boy, me and my homeboy used to walk down and get a game. Come on back.
I think it may have been Blockbuster or Hollywood Video. You remember one of that? Hollywood Video? It was one of the two.
Yeah. I remember the Hollywood Video with the green sign. Yellow, green or yellow, or something like that. But yeah. But I didn't know KFC had a buffet. I never knew that.
So I'll tell you a story. I used to work at a KFC years ago when I lived in Arkansas, and they had the buffet. I'm gonna tell it on myself. I don't care. I won't be back at KFC no time soon.
Statute of limitations.
Hey, look, man, look. All my partners coming there. I'll be like, look, bro, y'all slide me $10. I charge you for a biscuit. Here go the plate. I put that in my pocket. Hey, eat up, bro. Hey, I saved a lot of lives. Hey, I fed a lot of frats.
Hey.
Hey, it is what it is, man. Look, I charge you for it because you got to make it look good for the system.
Yeah.
Because the camera like, did you charge?
You be like,
yeah. I was the plug. In college, man, you hungry. When everybody realized I was at KFC, man, I feed my people, man. Y'all come on in here, give me $10, charge you for a biscuit. I'm gonna keep the rest. I'm gonna give you nothing back. All right.
Nothing.
Here go your receipt.
Oh man.
Man, you fill yourself up, man. KFC, that spicy chicken. Oh yeah, but see, this was before KFC, I think, went off the rail. Well, you remember that whole Oprah baked chicken thing? Everybody was printing out the coupon. Do you remember that?
No, I don't remember that.
You don't remember that whole little wave of KFC? It was this whole Oprah promoting baked chicken, and KFC was trying to move healthy or whatever. So everybody, this is back, you print off the receipt, and everybody was just going to get like a free 2-piece baked at Yeah, man, KFC. That's when KFC lost it. that's when they went away from that original, because KFC original was good, and then they had that spicy chicken. But my favorite, man, look, you got me thinking about KFC, because they always be like, Perry, they looking for me. I'm in the back eating the wing. Can you see me?
Yeah, I can see.
Eating the wing, and I like the famous bowl, so I would always.
Oh, them bowls is different.
I'm in the back acting like I'm counting straws and napkins and trying to see how many cups we got for inventory. Man, I'm back there stuff in my face. And then, they're going to come back there and check. So you try to hide it in a place behind a box or something. Yeah. Yeah, I'll come back to that. I'll be back.
Listen, I had a couple of homeboys. Shout out to them during high school. They worked at Taco Bell. And we would come in there, probably give them about $5-7, and they would give us that big party pack of just just tacos.
Oh.
Oh my God, boy. That thing be hitting. Last thing before we move on. Jack in the Box, them dollars. I don't know if anybody got. Listen, I love Jack in the Box. In Texas, it's huge. Them dollar tacos at Jack in the Box, or they call it Jack and Crack.
Jack in the Box. I cannot eat Jack in the Box, bro.
Woo,
I live next door to one. I can't do it. It's just too much shit for them to have to make on that menu for them to just do it right.
No, that stuff be so good. Them dollar tacos be. Boy, them dollar tacos hit you. Listen, it ain't gonna come out the right way, but going down, it's gonna be scrumdiddlyumptious. Do you hear me? Okay, boy, I'm trying to tell you. Boy, I'm trying to tell you. That's some good times.
Yeah, they do a certain game. I know when I go to LSU basketball, if they get like 100, you get 2 free tacos at Jack in the Box. I just be giving my shit to some kid. Man, I ain't finna go eat no damn tacos, man. I can't do it.
Captain D's is so nasty, bro. I'm sorry, Captain D's. Ass.
I used to like that. Other than Captain D's, was a place called Long John Silver.
I like Long John.
I like Long John. Something about the way they coat and fry and bread that fish and that chicken and them hush puppies. Oh man! So I got another story for you.
Go ahead.
I've been corrupt in this game when we're talking about working in fast food. I worked at Wendy's in high school. So Wendy's was here across the street was McDonald's. Down the street was Long John Silver's, and then 1 block over was a liquor store. So I was too young to buy liquor at the time, but the owner of the liquor store, old white dude, you're talking 70, 80 years old. It was a drive-through, so he's sitting in his rocking chair, and you will see him when he come up to the window. His grandson started working in it. His grandson was nothing like 22, 23. He came over one day, and I hooked him up, so I became the plug at the liquor store. Whenever he was there, I was able to get the liquor. But then across the street was McDonald's. So McDonald's would call us and be like, hey, we want to do a swap. What y'all want over here?
Y'all brokering deals?
Yeah, we did that. So everybody, whoever on staff, man, they'll just have this huge order from us. We'll do a huge order with them. Then Long John Silver would get in on it. So we would always swap at least twice a week amongst everybody, making these huge. You just see somebody come to the door with the biggest bags they got in the store, dropping off food. So Long John Silver's was on that list, man.
That man said middleman P.
Hey, I was a man of the people, man. We enjoyed. We was a community. We ain't got that no more.
Hey,
we was a community.
A&W is good. People be listen. A&W
with the root beer.
Yeah, but it's a burger place.
Yeah, they used to have them in the mall and stuff.
Like low key, A&W hit. Now, listen, I'm gonna tell you this right now. I'm not a fan of Church's Chicken. I know a lot of people talk. Dog,
my mom stood in line for that hot chicken. And you ever seen that dude in the back with that flour all over him? That dude that's back. Hey, he be turning around sweating like a motherfucker. He just hat crook cocked to the side, and he got flour up to here. Everything white on him. And yes, I do want to, and we in there trying to get that. I want a pepper. I want that biscuit. I want some fried okra for sure. Some of this, I want a large fried okra. Yo.
Listen, Church's is just he said flour up there. Church's is just at every repast in my family in Paris. They get Church's for every repast. So you just get tired of eating. I just got tired of eating it, man. Like every time somebody die, you know it's about to be a box of Church's chicken, about to be at your doorstep and whatever. I just got tired of it. I'm
okay with that. I want I want all that.
That was funny. That boy said flour up the air.
Man, you ain't never look, man. You walk in churches, man, and there's always somebody with an attitude taking your order. But it's that one dude in it, because you can see everything going on in there. He in the corner in the back, and he got his hat cocked to the side and just drenched in sweat. And he got his apron on, but that apron don't stand a chance. It's past, and he got flour from here all the way on down. And he turned around and he looked like he mugging you, but he just hard at work. That's all. Boy, you ain't never seen that?
I don't like churches, so I don't go there often.
Yeah. That's when that's a good church. He backed up and he getting you ready, especially with that spicy. Yeah. You don't know nothing about that.
Nothing. Not a lick. Not nothing.
What was your chicken spots?
I love Popeyes. Boy, that Cajun rice. Boy, that
You had to
Cajun
be
rice.
rich back in the day to eat Popeyes. That was like a rich man thing.
I mean, I'm from Montgomery County. What do you expect?
I don't know. I don't know what the hell Montgomery County is.
Google it. Anybody from Maryland know what they know.
I thought you grew up with a little something.
Come on now, stop playing me.
Yo, yeah, you eating Popeyes? Hell yeah, boy.
Yeah, Popeyes.
Rich.
Yeah, Popeyes. Listen,
you lived in a brick house. Y'all eating Popeyes? You grew up in a brick house.
You know what I'm saying? Listen, that Popeyes with that Cajun rice, because if it went the Cajun rice and the fries that's what I needed right there. And I like Popeyes biscuit. I don't know, people, that people call it a hockey puck. I love that hockey puck.
You got to put 2 packs of honey on it. You got to just
don't put honey on my biscuit.
Damn, boy,
I just jelly. I just do jelly. I'm just jelly all day, every day.
Even with chicken?
Huh?
Even when you get your chicken, you put jelly on there?
Nope. I don't put. I just put like I put jelly on my biscuit. I put jelly on my biscuit on anything.
Really?
I don't do the honey. I do syrup and jelly. That's it.
Oh, so you don't like honey?
Nah, I'm not a big fan of honey.
Dang.
Nah.
Yeah, I'm 2 packs all over that thing, man.
I disagree. I don't think church is better than Popeyes. I think that's a false number, but that's just me.
It just depends. Like I say, and then I like coleslaw. A lot of people don't like coleslaw.
I hate coleslaw.
Yeah, I thought church's coleslaw, not KFC, to me, I thought had the best coleslaw.
He just bought some KFC coleslaw today.
Yeah. I like KFC coleslaw, and Popeyes has a good coleslaw. But if I'm going to churches, that side got to be fried okra. I want the biggest box of fried okra they got.
Let me ask you this before we move on. Out of all the chicken strip places, right? Because I don't know how many you've had. You got Raising Cane's, Zaxby's. You got in Maryland. I mean, not in Maryland, but in Texas, there's a lot of Chicken Expresses and stuff like that. Which one is your favorite? Raising Cane's. You got Zaxby's. You got
so out of like them places where there's regular chicken, but it's like a sauce or something you need.
Well, it's just like, they got the thin strip, Guthrie's, all that type of stuff, like the thin strip, the chicken strips. It's all they sell is chicken strips.
Well, Cane's is good like on a drunk night for me. Like, it ain't nothing I crave, but if it's a drunk night, leaving the bar, the club, a party, because they stay open real late, and you can get some fresh chicken. I had a bad experience with Zaxby's one time where was I? In Atlanta. And Zaxby's hit your fries with that seasoning.
Boy, Zaxby's be hitting.
Well, it's like that day the top fell off the seasoning. And then they tried to scoop like, oh shit. And then they tried to scoop and then just closed back up, shook it up, and then was like, here, order up. And I should have checked it before I left. But that's exactly what it was. I couldn't even eat the food, bro. It literally was like they was shaking the season. The top fell off, and they tried to scoop up what they could and just shook the box up. After that, I couldn't do it. No, that was my one and only time fooling with Zaxby's. And I've had it before, but that was just a bad experience, bro.
I love Zaxby's. Let me say this: anybody talking about some Raising Cane's is just like wet chicken. Like it's really just wet. It's the definition of wet chicken. Like it's
good
not
when you're drunk, man. And
it's not seasoned. The fries are fire though. The fries are bomb. The crinkle fries they got are absolutely bomb. Anybody put Guthrie's in this chat is absolutely ass. Guthrie's is nasty.
I've never even. Where's that at?
Oh, it's in Tallahassee. It's not even worth the go, bro. I'm telling you. Cause listen. Rest in peace, Kofi. Kofi, know I love him to death. The first place Kofi ever took us to eat in Tallahassee, he's like, oh, man, I'm going to take you to Guthrie's. I'm going to get you a box. I'm going to get you a box to go, blah, 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 blah. That shit was nasty. It was dry. It wasn't seasoned. It was not good. Guthrie's is not like that. Zaxby's, if it's me, is Zaxby's. Anybody in Dallas, Harold's Chicken in Dallas, they got them chicken tenders. Boy, all Harold's Chickens not Harold. It is Harold's Chicken. Harold's Chicken in Dallas is always in the hood, like in the hood. Dog.
Is it the same brand of Harold Chickens from Chicago?
Nah, it's a different one. Let me see if I can find. Let me see Harold's Chicken.
And I'm a guy in Louisiana. They don't like this. I love lemon pepper. And I'm not talking about like the wet lemon. I like the lemon pepper where it look like crack on the chicken. That lemon pepper. I don't know if you had that before.
Nah, I don't do lemon pepper. That's my wife. She does that. Let me see. Chicken, Frankfurt. Let me see. I gotta find it because it's Chicken Express. Golden Chick. Cowboy Chicken. Nope. It's a hood spot in it's off of, let me see, in Carrollton. That drink's so damn good, and I keep talking about it. I talk about it all the time. Somebody gonna know what I'm talking about. Henderson, there you go, Henderson's chicken.
Okay, because I was saying Harold's, that's Chicago. They bring it over to.
If you in Dallas, take your ass to Henderson's Chicken. It's always in the hood. It's absolutely bomb. I've never had Harold's, so Key talks about Harold's all the time. She says it's amazing, but
I know people in Houston, they like that. What's that, Frenchies?
I
right there by Texas Southern.
I never had it.
Yeah, that's they swear by it.
So yeah, but all right, let's move on. I know we talking Slim's Chicken is undercover MVP. What about Lisa's Chicken in Dallas? Yeah, you Scotty girl, low sodium. you Scotty grew up on a low sodium diet. You know, it's funny. Key always tells me I pick up the wrong stuff. He always says low sodium on a can. Everything I pick up. That's why it's so funny to me. Because
Kelly, you trying to survive for them kids? Hell.
No, I got a lot of
sodium, bro. Get you up out of here quick.
You know what I'm saying? All right, let's get into a little hot in viral. Gotta start it off. If you have been living under a rock.
I have been living under a rock.
You have been living, Barry.
I don't do one thing. I do not do entertainment news. I'm like the least person for entertainment news. It almost has to be incorporated to what we're doing now to sports.
Lord have mercy.
Yeah. Now I've been hearing about these allegations of Diddy and all of this misconduct that he's been doing over the years, but fill me in.
So, well, here you go.
Breaking news right now, we're following the Department of Homeland Security conducting a raid at a house in Holmby Hills, believed to be connected to Sean Combs, the rapper and music executive, perhaps being linked to a sex trafficking investigation. He got some.
A sex trafficking investigation. So word on the street is that Diddy might be going down for a sex trafficking ring. And also, this had just broke while we were on live, is saying that private jet owned by Sean P. Diddy Combs has left the United States. The flight path is Cape Verde. Cape Verde has no extradition treaty with the United States, and it's saying that Diddy is gone.
So he's not in jail.
No, he's not. So his sons, if anybody, and everybody's pretty much seen it probably outside of you, but his sons got picked up at the LA home. So his sons were in custody. They weren't locked up. They were just being held, and that's the situation here. So, man, it's not looking too good for Diddy, man. It's not looking too good for P. Diddy. Take that.
Yeah, the powers that be is they turning on him. I guess it was fun while it lasted for a lot of these guys. And I guess when you sell, they so-called sell for whatever you're doing yourself, your soul or whatever for the fame.
Yeah.
At some point it looked like it runs out because it's never a happy ending, it seems, does it?
Nah, it never is. It's all fun. It's all fun and games when it's going down, but when it comes back to bite you in the ass, boy, it hits hard. It hits hard.
You got to say pause.
No, the new thing is no Diddy. So instead of saying no homo, the new thing is no Diddy. You say no Diddy. So no Diddy.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, because you're not on Twitter.
Thank you, man. Y'all keep me.
You're not on Twitter. Because you're not on Twider, man. No Diddy. It's no Diddy now.
No Diddy. How long that's been going on?
I have about a week. We're about a week or so. You know what I'm saying? No Diddy. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it is.
So what do you think gonna happen? What you think is moving forward with this? What is this?
Listen, so one thing I've learned, because I've had a few family members have a run-in with federal agencies. And the one thing they say, there's a reason why the federal agencies have a 99% uh like 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 closing
Conviction rate.
conviction rate. They got like a 99% conviction rate because they don't do anything. They don't bust in your door. They don't do anything unless they got you locked up, key, like the book, case closed, right? So when you start messing with federal agencies, and there's fire there, right? There's legit fire there. So I think coming down the pipeline, it's going to be a rough day for Diddy. It's going to be a rough go for Diddy. I really do believe that. And I think what's not going to help is people feeling more and more comfortable to come out and talk about the situations that they were either put in by Diddy, or they have experience with Diddy and things like that. Because what happens there, you know how people are. If you, I'm not about to go down for you, so I'm gonna start squealing.
It's a shame when the possession of power forces you to, basically, as a gatekeeper, you have somebody sitting in front of you who can have all the talent in the world, but that talent means nothing if you won't bow down and do what they say. And think about all the talent that we never truly got to see blossom or come to the light, because maybe no matter how talented they were, they wouldn't bow down to do whatever deed or acts that was asked of them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It really just, man, that other side to what everybody think they want with fame, and with the wealth. And a lot of times it's not even the wealth, it's just a lot of fame. And there's a difference. But to get that fame, man, it's just starting to come out to really be amazing how deep it, and then even the whole Nickelodeon thing. You heard about Nick?
Man, with the Josh Bell and the Drake and all that, and
then Amanda.
Yeah, Amanda Bonds. Amanda, please. I used to love it.
Like, man, it's just tough in the entertainment industry, man. And no telling how many stories are out there over the years, that I believe we live in the age of truth. And because we have so many outlets these days, you're not so conformed to back in the day. You had to go on like a Larry King Live or something, if you wanted to break some or tell your truth or tell your story. But today, with so many podcasts and access to social media and internet to be able to tell a story, I think you're going to start to see a lot of things. That's why I believe they say the revolution won't be televised. It will be. It'll be brought to you live on all social networks and YouTube, because we live in an age where people have an ability to tell what they've experienced. And I don't think people are too scared these days now, because mainstream media can't stop you, because you don't have to go on a platform to say what you would like.
Absolutely. And it's the freedom of speech with all these public accesses and public opinions, and like you said, podcasts. And come on, you can put something on TikTok and it go viral, and next thing you know, it done got 5 or 7 million views, like the young lady with the who the F did I marry? You know what I'm saying? Like,
what's that about?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I'm not on TikTok, man.
The lady had like a 50-part series on TikTok, and she told about her experience of getting married to a con artist, and she just explained how she got in it, how it happened, how he conned her, and how she got out of it. And every 50-part series, which is maybe be like 2 or 3 minute video, had over 1 million views.
See, it's that build up for the next one.
Yeah.
I always left you with something, and you was ready for the next piece of it. Dragon Ball Z. Next time on Dragon Ball Z.
That Cell Part series was crazy, bro. They did a little too much on the Cell Part series. It was like
Frieza took 2 years. I'm not even talking about just the fight. I'm talking about just getting to Namek.
Yeah.
Before Namek blew up took like 2 years.
It was a long time.
Yeah. I grew up a little bit watching that show. I got older.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
yeah. That's tough, man. I just think and anybody, if anything, tell your truth, man. Do not be fuck what these people think. And see, a lot of times people, it's the embarrassment, it's the backlash. But if something has happened, man, you tell what happened. You speak on that. Because I take that same mindset in our neighborhoods. somebody break into somebody's house, somebody shoot somebody, you know, we the first ones say, oh, I ain't see nothing, because you don't want it to come back on you.
Facts.
Hell, next time who gets shot could be you,
It could be
somebody,
you.
you know, the
And then
next
you will
door
want
kicked
somebody.
open
You will
could be
want
your
somebody.
door.
You want somebody right there telling what they saw. You know what I'm saying? You know, you saw something. You like, nah, I ain't seen nothing either.
Hell yeah. Hey, I snitch. I done got older. I'm a productive citizen, man. I live in a neighborhood. Look, some good cats came over here in my neighborhood, okay? And I'm one of all right.
The Boondocks episode. Come on, Grandpa. We don't do no snitching over here.
Consider my neighborhood like them, okay? Yeah, my neighbors do not play. Look, I hate to say it. I get up every day and I can walk my neighborhood. I look for another person of color every day. That's a thing of mine when I get up and walk the neighborhood, because you know my neighborhood early in 6:30, 7 o'clock, everybody walking their dogs. You just see them down the sidewalk. It's a jolly day. It's a good day.
It's a jolly day.
Oh, it's jolly. It's a good day in the neighborhood, you know. So I get up, I look for somebody that look like me every day. It's rough.
Hey, it come like that. All right, next up on Hot and Viral.
Yeah, I'm snitching. Mr. Officer, something don't look.
I was listening to D.L. Hughley on Thursday, and I thought this would be a great question. And D.L. Hughley brought this column up. He said, should fat people get an extra airline seat for free?
Nope. You stop right there. Nope. It ain't. Nope.
Southwest Airlines thinks they should. What do you think?
With Southwest see an opportunity. I mean, hell, what's gonna happen when a plane full of fat folks and we can't take off? When one side of the plane leaning, you ever had somebody big get in your car, and one side is like, God damn, I can't wait until they get up out this car, because I don't know, they gonna strut up something. He
said, what side of the plane be leaning?
I think personally, if you,
oh man,
this just if you fat, you know you fat. Come on now. So I put it like that, and you know when you fat, you can't put them little things on the side. You know damn well I won't be able to put that down, and then you kind of intruding on my side. So I think you need to pay for that extra seat, because if you don't, I could have been flying standby. That could have been a seat for me.
Facts. That's facts.
And I didn't flew standby before, and I'm talking about sitting at the airport for 6 hours.
Woo!
Before I finally was able to get that one seat, because they'll give you plenty of other flights, but they'll be connecting flights. And when you get to the next place, it may not be for sure that you can connect there.
Yeah.
So I'm looking for that nonstop. So if you fat and you taking up an extra seat, you taking away from somebody who may really need to be urgent to get on that flight.
Listen, man, you sound like Mike from Why Did I Get Married? She knows she fat, man. Take her big ass up. Drive your ass up the mountain. Listen, man, I don't think you should be rewarded because you're obese. That's just it's just very simple for me. Why should I reward you when you are a walking health condition? And I don't care what anybody, listen, you can be big on here. I sold insurance for over 2 years. Okay. I know what obesity looks like and how much it can plague you in life. Okay, so I'm
fat, ain't no hiding it. Okay, it's just you fat, and you look in the mirror and just say, "Nutty Professor, I am fat." Okay, you are who you are.
Listen, man. At the end of the day, and listen, if you want to be big, that is your choice. Live your life the way you want to live it. But you should not be You should not be compensated because you big. Do I get an extra seat because I'm skinny? You know what I'm saying? Do I get a discount because I'm skinny? How that works?
Southwest damn sure don't do that. If you got kids, them kids gonna have to sit in your goddamn lap.
You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. Like, it's just ridiculous. It doesn't make sense that somebody should be rewarded because they fat. Like, what?
Are we mean? Should we just be like, if you fat, we should take care of you? We should accommodate you if you fat, because sometimes you can't help you fat, maybe.
No, man. I just think with society, everybody wants to be so inclusive, man. And that's the thing for me that bothers me about. And I say this all the time, and people get mad when I say this. America is the most inclusive ass country I've ever known in my life. when you go to Japan, you better speak Japanese. You better do as they do. Japanese people do not conform to Americans and whoever decide to come over there. They be like, listen, man, this Japan. We do what Japan do. Okay?
America do the same thing. You bring your ass. Look, this is America, Jack.
Yeah, they do that, but then you got little Haiti. You got ain't no little America in Japan.
Ain't no little hood for the blacks.
It ain't none of that. You know what I'm saying? No little Korea. You know what I'm saying? It ain't none of that. It's, hey, this Japan, you get in where you fit in. Same thing when I went to South Korea. Now, South Korea is a lot more open and they're more influenced by Western culture. So you see a lot of shops and stuff, and they're more influenced by us. But man, listen, when I was born in Germany and I went back, like, Germans ain't doing what Americans do. They're like, listen, we Germany. Nine. We're not doing that. You know what I'm saying? Nine.
You want to go get on that Autobahn, huh?
You know what I'm saying? So it bothers me that when you come to America, people expect you, like, people who come to this country expect for you to cater to their culture. Like, I'm like, why? Why would I do that? You know, this ain't it. That ain't it. You know what I'm saying? So that bothers me about America, that we just, everybody, you're like, oh, you got one leg, you want to do the regular Olympics? Oh, go ahead. You know, we're like, no, you need to take your ass to the special Olympics. Oh, I'm a girl. I want to be a special forces. Like, bro, like, really? Like, can you do everything that special forces require you? But I'm a female. Like, yeah, can you pick up a 200-pound man and carry him up a hill? Can you do that? It's all of those things, man. It's just like people want to be so inclusive, and it's like sometimes you gotta say no. This is not for you. This ain't for you.
Draw the line.
You gotta draw the line. And being fat and getting a free seat is that's why I draw the line.
I don't know if you can draw a line next to a fat person sitting next to you.
Man,
that's the whole thing. You ever sat next to a fat person, like on a bus or on a plane before?
No, man. You know what? I never have, but I think what's worse than a big person is somebody who stinks. Oh my God.
Oh, a musty nigga.
Oh my God.
I tell you who be musty, and I look. Man, when I was so I didn't have a car for a while when I moved to Baton Rouge, so I used to catch the bus. But the foreign students used to ride the bus with me from India.
Them and Africans,
that's a different type of mud, right?
Hey, I'm
talking about. I moved from where I'm sitting because and it's that must where it linger even when you done got off the bus and you up the street and you like, damn, I still smell that. Like, it's just settled the particles in your nose hair. That's a must. That's a curry chicken must. That's a different type of must.
In Maryland, there's a lot of Africans, right? So, you know, but when I used to ride the bus, bro, and I'm like, y'all, some of them they say they don't believe in deodorant. Like that's just
fine, you know, but it's
that's
like
the culture. They don't believe in deodorant, but God,
it's too hot in Baton Rouge, boys. The humidity here too is too much for you. You gotta find a plant-based something.
Plant-based?
Something, bro. Boy, ain't nothing like a musty mother. Must and ass is two things that just, Lord Jesus.
No, I'm telling you.
And I'm loud. I'd be like, somebody need to watch smell like ass or something like that. I let it be known that because next time you some type of way you thought it was cool and nobody addressed it. No, man, somebody musty. I'll be on the phone and be like, boy, somebody musty on this bus, boy. I don't know who it is, but I'm loud with it. That's me.
Nah, I swear. Oh my God, that jank be, whew, that jank be next level bad. And you know, and somebody's right. I've been around a few French people, like, you know, people from France, or whatever.
I had a roommate from France, Julie,
from
Lyon, France.
I'd be like, bro, like, are you gonna slide a bar, a stick over here? Can you hit it a couple times?
I'm a roommate, man. He was a real friend from Lyon, French. He was studying abroad from the University of Lyon. He believed in cologne. He liked cologne. He enjoyed, so he was all right. Real suave dude, wear the shirts unbuttoned, you know.
Yeah. Gotta let it breathe. Got the taco meat out. Got the taco
Oh
meat.
yeah. Perry, where we going tonight, Perry? Where we go? I don't know American girls. I don't. You have to, you know. Yeah, that was my boy, man. We kicked it for 2 years, man.
That's good, man. That's good. So yeah. So pretty much it's a no. It's a no for both of us with the ass and seats and stuff like that.
Dad, what ass in the seats?
You being fat. You know what I'm saying? Listen, man. Let me say this, man. Listen, body spray is not a replacement for not taking a bath. Can I just?
They still wearing bod?
Dog, I remember when Axe came out. Boy, you would have thought it was like a stand-up bath or something. Man would just be like this.
I like Axe. I used to like Axe, man.
Oh my God, that stuff used to kill me. I'm like, it does not replace taking a shower. Okay,
Axe was around when I used to wear that curved crush.
Oh, that curve, that brown curve, boy, that thing set it off.
That curve was fire.
That brown curve, that golden brown curve, boy, that thing you couldn't tell nobody nothing at that J. You like.
So when I was younger, my mom had to put me on game because I used to spray a lot of cologne on my clothes. She was like, Perry, that ain't how you do it. You're supposed to spray it on your body and then put your shirt on because it to the skin.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I didn't, when I was young, I was spraying on the clothes. That ain't gonna do it. You put it on your body, then you go here, then you go here.
Because women know about all that, body lotion and all that type of stuff. That's all they do. Men just be out here like, I just need to smell good, bro. You just
be wasting your time putting it on your clothes, man. You gotta like when you're fresh out the shower and your pores, that's the best. You gotta hit that cologne right then before you go and jump fresh. Like that video you seen. I can't believe you didn't bring that up with that dude saying, I ain't fresh. I ain't fresh.
Oh no, well, but you know that though.
You know why? Because they showed it on Facebook.
Yeah, well, you be with them old people, bro. I swear to God, you be with them old people.
They showed it on Facebook, bro.
You be with them old people, bro. God, though, body.
I'm getting older, bro. They keep telling me I'm switching over from big bro to unk now, and I don't know how I feel. That's like a midlife crisis for me right now because I'm not ready to be unk because I'm like. I'm trying to figure out how to put it like, I'm not your daddy age, but then it's like, oh, Nick. Oh, you got it.
Now, get the action figure. You've all seen the video.
Hey, listen, them New Balances was fire. Okay, all right. Listen, them New Balances was fire. Now, I'm not a fan of extra starch jeans. I like Mr. Campbell era. You know what I'm saying? When they got them super starch jeans. That's a South thing. I don't do that.
Oh man, Stay Flow.
I hate that.
You had to keep the Stay Flow. And see,
I hate that.
At the school I went to, when I wore uniforms, so you had to have the crease dickies.
I hate that.
Yeah, the crease dickies. I'm talking about Stay Flow. Them things. They standing up all night. Yeah. With the polo, I thought it was free. That's a different era though, right there. That's unk.
It is. Okay,
that's unk right there.
Yeah. Listen.
Yeah, that's unk.
Yeah. The pants alone, the starch in the pants alone, okay, is I know he from the South. You somewhere below the Mason-Dixon line because your pants are that starched. The New Balance is absolutely fire. New Balance is absolutely fire. I'm not a polo fan. I'm not a polo fan.
Well,
I think they play.
Hey,
I see.
Ralph Lauren, that's what it's all. Ralph Lauren, okay?
Listen, I got off. Let me tell you my story about Ralph Lauren, right? So me and Key was like, babe, you need to go buy yourself some clothes and stuff. So we went to the polo outlet. I'm in there. I'm a Marshalls guy, TJ Maxx. Like I like getting my stuff in those areas, right? So we go to Ralph Lauren and I'm looking and I'm getting like t-shirts, like your t-shirt right there.
Yeah.
I got about three or four of them. I went to the register. That lady said $40. I said, ma'am, these are t-shirts. She said, yes, sir. I said, ma'am,
That's about to go on rate 40.
$40 for a horse this big on a t-shirt?
Yeah.
And I told Key, don't you ever bring me back in this store again. I refuse. I will never. That's not worth it. $40 for a horse this big on your t-shirt? Come on, man. Stop it. Stop it. I'm not doing that.
And see, back in the day, if you got that cheap when you went to J.C. Penney's instead of Dillard's or somewhere, what's that, U.S. Polo Assassin?
Beverly Hills Polo, USPA. I take all of them.
No. Somebody bought me that for Christmas one time. Didn't make it ever on my body. I'm sorry. I couldn't wear it. I've always liked Ralph Lauren, though. That's always been my thing. Collection is deep in the closet, bro. And then even back in the day. So Ralph, and then that shirt, oh man, look, plenty.
Nah, I'm not doing that. That's just
pants, slacks, whatever. Yeah.
That's just ridiculous. Just pure.
Vest, button down.
I just don't think I don't even think it's like, I just don't think Ralph Lauren is that nice. Like, if you take the polo off of it, it's literally a striped shirt. If you take the horse off of that, it's just a black shirt. Like, I don't understand. Like, that's the thing that
it's a good texture too, though. It's good clothes. It's good cloth. It's good cloth. Okay, all shirts ain't made the same, right? It's a good quality brand of clothing. Let's put it like that. It'll last you. You can wash and do a lot of things to it, and it still have that consistency. It's a good brand of clothing.
Oh, listen, and KP's right, man. Listen, that horse could be like this. If it's $15 or less, it's gonna be in my closet. It's gonna be.
I don't do that other horse, the one with the dude playing actual polo on there.
Actual polo, thank you.
Yeah, this dude, he just riding, he just kicking it right here.
Nah, I can't do it. Not the and that purple label stuff. Oh no, we're not even doing that.
Now, I love polo, bro. Now that's one thing for sure. I love polo cologne. I love the shirts. I got slacks, vests, jackets, hoodies. Oh yeah, it's a brand that I love.
Okay, we'll see. All right, let's get into some postseason action. Listen, these HBCUs have had a run. These HBCUs have had a run in the postseason tournaments in basketball, and let's give them their kudos as we shall. Let's go over a quick little recap of the CBI tournament. Delaware State falls short to Seattle, 79-66, and Arkansas State pulls out a thriller with Bethune-Cookman of 1 point, 86-85. Perry, what you got on it?
Yeah, the CBI, you're looking at Arkansas State and Bethune-Cookman, 86-85. Arkansas State shooting 30 of 57, for 52%. 3 of 12 from the three-point line and 23 of 37 from the free throw line for Bethune-Cookman, 35 of 72 for 48%. Shot 5 of 12 from the three-point line and 10 of 14 in this one. And then you look at Delaware State. Right there. Delaware State falling short against Seattle University, 79-66. Seattle shot 27 of 62 in that game for 43%. 9 of 23 from the three-point line and 16 of 22 from the free throw line for Delaware State. On the other side, 26 of 55, shooting 47%. 2 of 9 from the three-point line and 12 of 15 from the free throw line. Both these games I thought were winnable. Arkansas State from the Sun Belt came in at 18-16. Remember, they lost to Jackson State this year and went 4-9 against non-conference. Then Bethune-Cookman, who was the team I said look out for pretty much all season. They found themselves in postseason, losing to Grambling in the SWAC semifinal. I thought Bethune-Cookman could have won that game. I hate to see them lose the way that they did. And then for Delaware State, I was surprised Delaware State got postseason considering what they looked like in the regular season, 15-18, 6-8 in conference play. But their draw against Seattle, who was 19-14, was just a little bit too much for them, and Seattle was able to pull away.
Absolutely, man. Great run by Bethune-Cookman. Great run by Delaware State. Shout out to them in their postseason goals as well. All right, let's get into the CIT tournament. Still going on. Still got some HBCU teams in it, but let's do a little quick recap. Alabama A&M beats Austin Peay, keeps their journey alive. They come down. They got to go see Norfolk State. They get ran out the gym. All right, now you see Norfolk State in the CIT championship game, waiting for the winner of Fort Wayne and Tarleton State. Perry, what you got on it?
Yeah, Texas Southern was also in this tournament. They lost to Tarleton 82-71, and that when Tarleton outshot Texas Southern 30-64. They shot 46%, 7-23 from the three-point line and 15-19 from the free throw line. Texas Southern, who I expected a little bit better in this one, shot 27-64 for 42%, and then 7-23 from the three-point line and 10-12 from the free throw line. Then you look at Alabama A&M, a surprise team in that opening round. And the CIT taking on Austin P. And guess what? Austin P has one of the greatest chants in sports. Have you heard it?
No.
Do you know what they say?
No.
Let's go P. Alabama A&M gets the big. You ain't even heard that one. 81-71. The Bulldogs shooting 31 of 58 for 53%, 1 of 9 from the three-point line, and 18 of 24 from the free throw line. Austin P 24-67, shooting 55%. They actually shot better than Alabama A&M in this game. 6 of 29 from the three-point line, though. A tough day trying to shoot the three, and 17 of 22 from the free throw. Then for Norfolk State against Alabama A&M, this was a matchup I wanted to see. SWAC versus MEAC. Norfolk showed why they was the best team in the MEAC up into that last end of the season in the conference tournament. 81-66. Norfolk 31 of 66, 47%. 8 of 20, shooting 11 of 16 from the free throw. And then for A&M, 22 of 54, shooting 40%. 8 of 19 from the three-point line and 14 of 17. That was in the CIT semifinal. Norfolk will play the winner of Purdue, Fort Wayne, and Tarleton State. Looking forward to seeing what happens in that one.
It's going to be a doozy. Let me see.
You didn't like the Let's Go P?
Yeah, nah. Boo. Langston is down by 1. I believe this is the final 4 they are playing, and winner of that goes to the NAIA championship game. All right, let's move on. Let's talk about a little WNIT. But them HBCUs are making a hell of a run. All right, first up, got to go with that GS. Hey, I thought you knew what we talking about. We talking about a little Grambling. Courtney Simmons has these girls rolling. They play tonight. All right, at 7:30. Hopefully they won and beat ULM. I believe that's tonight. That is tonight. But they are in. See if they're in the Sweet 16. They beat Oral Roberts 93-91. They got them to the next round. What do you got on this, P?
Yeah, Grambling getting 93-91. Coming into this game, and they finished with 23-9 as they continue to move on as an overall record on the season, shooting 39 of 72 for 54%, 5 of 14 from the three-point line, and 10 of 16 from the free throw line. Oral Roberts on the other side coming up short, shooting 36 of 79 for 45%. 6 of 27. They tried to jack up a lot of threes in this one. And then 13 of 21 from the free throw line. Grambling will move on to take on UL Monroe, who they're playing tonight. Monroe is 19-13 on the season, 10-8 in conference play when they finished coming out of the Sun Belt. UL lost to Old Dominion 67-64 in the Sun Belt quarterfinal. And then you're talking about North Carolina A&T. Are we there yet?
No, we're not there yet. Just a quick update by Mr. Levette. Thank you guys and Ty and all you all. Shout out to y'all. Down 81-49 going into the fourth quarter. Jesus, how do you score 80? God damn. How you up by 40? Jesus Christ. Oh my God. Anyway, let's get into a little. Gotta go back to go forward. All right, want to show you this ODU instant classic game. Let's show you how they beat ODU. Got the footage right here. Let me see. Here we go.
7 seconds. Back to Davis. 5 seconds. Tucker. Kick out. Bracone for the win from long distance. From long distance. Malia Bracone knocks it down. 7 seconds. Back to Davis. 5 seconds. Tucker. Kick out. Bracone for the win from long distance. From long distance.
Donald Ware, legendary call with the Aggies on Flow Sports. Bracone hits the 3, pushes the girls into the Sweet 16 of the WNIT tournament. What you got on the P?
Yeah, before they took on Old Dominion, they took on UNC Greensboro, two North Carolina programs. A&T winning 56-51 shooting, and they had a tough night of shooting. I don't know how they won this one, but listen to this, Scotty. A&T shooting 14 of 44 for 31%, 1 of 11 from the three-point line, but they shot 27 of 40 from the free throw line. Greensboro on the other side shooting 20 of 51, 39%, 2 of 13 from the three-point line, and 9 of 18, Scotty, from the free throw line. And then that game you're talking about against Old Dominion, who I told you, Grambling's opponent tonight, ULM, lost to Old Dominion in the Sun Belt quarterfinal. So big win for A&T, getting it 48-45. A&T in this one shooting 18 of 51 for 35%, 2 of 12 from the three-point line, and 10 of 15 from the free throw line. Old Dominion 17 of 53 shooting that ball game for 32%, 5 of 19 from the three-point line for them, and 6 of 12 from the free throw line. North Carolina A&T will move on and take on the winner between Troy and Florida International.
I think the thing that really made me mad was probably not going to happen now, but Grambling and the Aggies are both in the same bracket. So if they would have continued on winning, they would have met each other before the championship game. I don't really like that, but you know how they do us. Got to play each other to make it happen, Captain. All right, let's do a little March Madness recap.
Hit me with that old goddamn.
Oh, goddamn.
It wasn't as good as we thought it was. We wasn't as good as we thought it was going to be, okay?
There was 4, wasn't it?
Yeah, listen. And then there was none.
It was over just as soon as it started.
Boy, listen, but at least we got some units, okay?
Hit me with that old guy every time we get to somebody new.
Oh, goddamn.
And let's start it off with the first one.
Oh, goddamn.
Got a 78-50 win. Listen, compared to what Purdue did in the next round, this looks like a good game, okay? Let me just say that very clearly. This looks like a good game, but Grambling, Zach Edey, too much for them to maintain and hold and do anything with. The kid's a man amongst boys, for real. But they put up a hard-fought effort, and they end up on the losing end, 78-50. What you got, P?
What about Grambling and Montana State, my guy? That's got to be the biggest thing, you know.
Oh, all right. Yeah, I already talked about it. That's why I ain't think about it. But go ahead, you can bring it up.
Well, for the NCAA, their first appearance, and in their first appearance, they got a victory. So that's big to go to the NCAA tournament, get in a hell of a game going into overtime against Montana State. Grambling gets the victory 88-81 over Montana State. Grambling shooting 33 of 66 for 50% and 4 of 10 from the three-point line and shot 18 of 23 from the free throw line. Montana State put up a hell of a fight in that one. Then they had to move on and take on the number 1 seed Purdue, who is a tough team if you watch them this year, and a good brand of basketball. Purdue gets the victory, as you see, 78-50. Grambling in this ball game as the 16 seed, shooting 20 of 55 for 36%, 3 of 12 from the three-point line, and 7 of 10 from the free throw. On the other side for Purdue, number 1 seed in that region, 28 of 59, shooting 47%, 9 of 24, Scotty, from the three-point line, and 13 of 22 from the free throw line. Purdue was able to have their way and pull off in this ball game. Light work for the Purdue Boilermakers as they knocked out Grambling out of the tournament. It was fun while it lasted to see Grambling get that first win in overtime in the exciting game against Montana State. But just like everything, that 16 seed is hard to get out of that first round.
Yes, it is hard to get out of it. And when you don't have any shooting and you're dependent on going into the lane, oh man, when you're dependent on going to the lane to play with those big with those guys up in them trees and them forests with Zach Edey is just very difficult. And I have to agree with Moni. Like, don't get me wrong. I think I'm not saying Zach Edey is bad. I just think he's very, very overrated because, I mean, literally all he does is sit underneath the basket, catch the ball, turn around and lay it up. He's like a more athletic Yao Ming. If I'm being honest, like that's what he reminds me of, a bigger, stronger Yao Ming, period. Right? And I don't know how that is going to translate to the NBA. There's no way he doesn't get drafted. He's just too big not to, but we'll see how that goes for him. But you know, if leaning and turning is the NBA, that's what it's come down to. All right, next up.
Oh,
This definitely wasn't goddamn because Howard definitely should have won this game. Listen, that boy Council Jr. was a man amongst boys on this one. Howard didn't wake up until the fourth quarter, until like the last 5 minutes of the fourth quarter, and then they wanted to show up and be Howard, but they end up losing a close one to Wagner. Great game, by the way. But P, what you got on it?
Would have been great to see both HBCUs get out of that 16 seed play-in game with victories and show them, hey, we can win those. Howard falls short 71-68. Like you said, just woke up a little too late. Wagner was able to put the game away. Wagner shooting 29 of 55 for 52%, 8 of 17 from the three-point line, and 5 of 9 from the free throw line. Not a lot of free throws in that game for Wagner. On the other side for Howard, shooting 22 of 57 for 38%, 7 of 24 from the three-point line, and 17 of 21, 7 of 24 from the three-point line and 17 of 21 from the free throw line. This was a tough loss. And this was one of those where you was kind of standing up like that same way you were with Grambling, Montana State. It had you on the edge of your seat saying, could Howard get it? Howard just could not knock down shots at the end of the game. They had looks, just couldn't knock them down.
Couldn't get it. And, in the guy that you expect to close, and shout out to Seth, he did a hell of a job playing in the game. But, the guard Hairston, I mean, he was such a non-factor. It was just crazy to me. Like, for him to be all this and all that, and he did not show up in the biggest moment. It was shocking to me to see what it was. But that Bama Council, man, he was different from Wagner. That Bama was good. And he's a pro. Like, I don't know how that man was a pro for real. He got game. Let's go.
Oh, goddamn.
Now I told y'all these girls didn't have a chance with Celery Stick. Okay. I told y'all that girl's Celery Stick was the real deal, Holyfield. Okay. Now Brinkley didn't do nothing against Iowa State. And I'll talk about that game later, but listen, Norfolk State just didn't have it. I mean, you can't do nothing with that girl Kiki, and you damn sure can't do nothing with that girl Brinkley, or I'll call her Celery Stick, right? They are just too dynamic in the post. I mean, off the dribble, shooting, it didn't matter. And it really hurts your team even more when you don't have the three-point shooting that a lot of these other teams do have. So Norfolk State comes up short. But let me just say this. Diamond and Wheeler, oh, them girls are special. Those girls are absolutely, positively special. Okay, so want to give kudos to them. They are one of one. But what do you got, P?
Yeah, you talked about Stanford coming out of the Pac-12. When you look at women's basketball, a tough league. They lost to USC, of course, in the Pac-12 final, but USC is also a number 1 seed in their region. So to have Stanford as the number 2 seed, I think a lot of people West Coast, you don't really get a chance to probably watch them as much as to keep up with them, but they are a tough team. They're a tough team year in and year out. Never sleep on Stanford women's basketball. And I know Norfolk, their coach is a cool, collective guy, but it was just a tough night. 79-50, Norfolk State shooting 21 of 68 for 30%. And like you said, not being able to shoot the three well, Norfolk State, 1 of 12 in this ball game from the three-point line, 70 of 11 from the free throw line. On the other side, for the number 2 seed, Stanford, 30 of 58, shooting 51% in this ball game. They were 9 of 20 from the three-point line and 10 of 16 from the free throw line. Tough day for Norfolk. Came in as a 15 seed, but it was just a little bit too much dealing with a national power with the Stanford Cardinals.
Yeah, that was a tough matchup for anybody. And the matchup of the week.
Oh, goddamn.
The UConn Lady Huskies versus the Jackson State Lady Tigers.
Yeah.
And as I said, UConn would pull it out. And as I also said, I don't think Jackson State had ever seen an offense like this. I was hoping that they could take advantage of the lack of depth that UConn had, but Syracuse fell victim to the same problem. So they end up beating Syracuse as well. So it's I don't know what else you're supposed to do. But for me, and here comes the UConn fan. Shout out to Moni, who joined us on the watch party. Shout out to you. But just a tough day. Tough day for Jackson State. Tough day for HBCU women's basketball for this one. But what you got on this, P?
Coach Tamika Reed taking on the Godfather and Gino up there in Stetson, Connecticut, and it was a tough one. Great environment, though. A sellout crowd. You saw what it was like when people are really into a women's basketball game, the same way we saw with that A&T buzzer beater, right? Just a great environment and a tough place for Jackson State to have to go play in the first round. UConn gets the victory 86-64. Jackson State coming in as the 14 seed, shooting 21 of 64 for 32%, 6 of 27 from the three-point line, Scotty, and 16 of 22 from the free throw line. UConn on the other side. Short-staffed, as they call it. Not a lot of players on the roster available for this ball game, but they were able to get it done, shooting 34 of 68 for 50%, 9 of 24 from the three-point line, and an efficient day from the free throw line, going 9 of 10 from the free throw line. When I look at this game, for me, I thought Jackson State tried to come out and do athlete for athlete against UConn, and I think eventually they saw athlete for athlete was not going to work in this one. UConn was able to play that transition basketball that we talked about, getting up and down the court quick and being efficient. Jackson State had a lot of open shots. Jackson State had a lot of opportunities to score. But I think Gino looked at that game and said, you know what? We're going to give them shots. They're going to have to beat us by shooting efficiently because you saw the shots there. You saw they was there. They were there. They just could knock them down. And I think Gino, as he scouted, realized, hey, if they can't beat us by shooting efficient, we're going to have a good day with doing this.
Yeah, it's a tough one. It was a tough one. And listen, even in pickup, they say you're open for a reason, right? Like, we're not leaving you open for no reason. And a lot of the Jackson State girls outside of Bowler cannot shoot the three. It just is what it is. I mean, she was 8 for 20, 5 for 12 for 3-point. You know what I'm saying? So
they was shooting YMCA threes. They was just throwing like what we call floaters, rainbow shots, man. They were just jacking them up, man. It was tough to see for a while. They were not good looks, and some just were lucky to bounce in. But the rest, I just thought a team short-handed like Connecticut. Don't be afraid to put them in foul trouble. Get banged up. You have depth. Attack the basket. Force them to have to play physical, tough basketball. But if you're going to play transition basketball, you're falling into their trap because they can move up and down the court and be a lot more efficient than you. It was easy for UConn to get to the basket. When they say backdoor Lil Joe, that's all you kept seeing. It was too easy for them. And it was like every time Jackson State had the ball and they scored, it just looked like they had to do the absolute most to get the ball.
It seemed everything that Jackson State got was hard. Everything. Yeah. And then everything UConn got was easy. It
just looked like it was just running circles.
It was another day of practice. You know what I'm saying? Just another day of practice. And that's tough when one side of it, when your star players on the opposite side are getting easy buckets, and then your star players are having a hard time getting open and finding their shot and getting those easy buckets. So it was a tough one.
Now, I see a lot of people who saying they don't like the matchup. Now, all of a sudden, there was a hype of people saying this was a winnable game for Jackson State. But now you see people saying, well, the NCAA did Jackson State wrong by giving them that seed. Jackson State should have had a possibility to be a lower seed. There are several teams in the tournament that they could have beaten if they had an opportunity. And what do you say about that if you hear that?
Listen, Ohio State was always going. I don't give a damn if it was South Carolina University. They were going to think they were going to win. That's just how Ohio State fans are. I knew they were going to lose this game. I thought it was going to be a little bit more competitive, but I knew they were going to lose this game. They're just not on that skill set of what UConn was bringing, and they never seen an offense like that. They haven't. They never will in the SWAC because that's not the style of play that they run. To me, I do think that they deserve to have either a higher seed. Like they've just been too dominant in their conference to not get the respect that they should have gotten to where they should have been 13 or 12 or 11 seed. I really believe that. So to me, I do think it was a little slight. You know what I'm saying? Would I have rather see them going against LSU? Absolutely. I would have loved
that level of competition is going to have to increase for them, because I think when you look at the SWAC in basketball, clearly everything we do has to involve 16 and play-in, right? This year, Southern last year, when they won the SWAC, they had to go into a play-in against Sacred Heart. I think when you look at the overall product of the conference, they're looking at Jackson State saying, look, what you playing down to the play every night couldn't hold a candle against these teams in this tournament. Jackson, I think if they want to do better in seeding, they got to look at that beginning of the season in non-conference. Although I know they got victories against Southeastern, they beat a Big East team in St. John. They're going to have to go out and make their resume in non-conference by the time they look at towards the end of the season and want to get that better season. That non-conference schedule is going to have to be filled with a little bit more W's than there are with L's.
Yeah, and what I would do if I'm Tamika Reed, and I know the traveling probably is a tough situation. That's why they go to a lot of those local states, but she needs to find a way to schedule more Big East opponents.
Yeah.
I think Big East opponents are definitely on Jackson State's level. You don't need to go schedule the Texases and the Iowa States and all. Take your ass to DePaul. Take your ass up to the Big East and beat some of them Big East girls, because that's going to give you your net rating that you need to go up higher in seeding, and then you can come back and dominate your conference, right? So that to me is where I think that Jackson State can compete at a very high levels in the Big East. I really do.
Get in some of these national tournaments, some of these national big time tournaments. Get your profile out there. But I just say this to all Jackson State people and anybody that wanted to see them get a lower seed. Nobody's going to respect you when undefeated in the SWAC, although you're going to respect it and put a lot of praise on it. In the grand scheme of women's basketball, they're going to look at that and they don't have any respect on our conference. They don't have any respect for the brand of basketball that we have. So they went undefeated in conference up against UConn going up undefeated in conference. Two totally different stories, right? It's just, you can't compare the two because of the brand of basketball that you're constantly seeing week in and week out dealing with the Big East compared to with the SWAC. So for Jackson State, in order for them to get out of that, they got to come out of non-conference with no less than 3 losses. I would say 1 or 2 losses. They have to be rolling like that by the time they get all the way to postseason for them, I think, to get a little bit more respect on that seeding.
I think it's the out of conference. If you schedule top quality out of conference opponents, that means high level FCS, low level G5 mid majors, and you come out, beating Texas is great, right? But if I would take 3 wins over a mid major, then 1 solid win over Texas. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just my personal opinion. I'm not the net rating guy. But I think that just looks better, winning 3 mid-major games and then going into your conference play and dominating, right? Over winning 1 out of conference game, losing the other 4 or 5, and then going into your conference play and then running the table as you always do. So
then women's basketball did get some good wins. It just wasn't enough. Southern went and beat Oklahoma. Oklahoma ended up being the top team in the Big 12. You look at UAPB going up to beat the Razorbacks, SEC team. Then Jackson, you look at what Jackson State did with St. John and with Southeastern. It's good if you can you're only getting 1 of those. But when you look at the RPI, when you look at the overall strength for the conference, it's not enough for those as a conference as a whole. And then you start to look at some of those non-conference scores and go around the conference, you'll see a lot of blowouts where they're not close against what you would think formidable opponents. And I'm not talking the creme de la creme of Power 5 women's basketball. I'm talking about games that typically, if you were to just look and see a name, you would say that seems like that could be a winnable game.
Yeah. I know we're going a little off topic, but I got to agree with MT Mooch, and I've been saying it for the past year. Well, I won't say the past year, but I've been saying it for the past season. Anisha Morrow is better than Angel Reese. I mean, if you can't see that with your own 2 eyes, I don't know what basketball you're looking at. Angel Reese is not the complete ball player that Morrow is. The only reason Morrow doesn't get the spotlight is because Angel Reese has all the deals and she's the national champion and all that type of stuff, and she has the persona and the bravado. But Anisha Morrow is by far the better player, and it ain't even close.
Yeah, she's a game changer.
She's a game changer, and to me, that would have been the issue that Jackson State would have had is how do we stop Anisha Morrow? I think Angel Reese and Angel Jackson could have went toe to toe, real talk, toe to toe. But
if you've seen LSU against Rice and Middle Tennessee State, Angel Reese just looked exhausted out there. It looked like she went and partied every night before the game and went out there and was just kind of, gonna try to survive and advance. She didn't look like the dominant player. She didn't look like what I saw yesterday when South Carolina was taking on North Carolina. And I think at one time the score was 53-14, right? They did not look like a team on a mission. They struggled heavily, and they looked, Angel Reese almost to me looked out of shape. Like it just, something about her in those games against Rice and Middle Tennessee State didn't look like dominant Angel Reese that you kind of saw throughout SEC play. She was the SEC Player of the Year. She will bang when she needs to, but I didn't see that out of her championship caliber basketball for this time of year in those 2 games in the opening round.
Yeah, and the thing for me, Angel Reese doesn't even have a jump shot. Like that, to me, like that's why I like the Kiki, the Camerons. Like I like those girls because they can face you up, take you off the dribble. You know, even Aaliyah Edwards has somewhat of a jump shot. Like she doesn't even have the 10 to 15 foot jump shot that you need to be that position to extend the defense. She is literally a back to basket type of player. And I don't know how that's going to work into the WNBA. I think it's great for branding, but I don't think her game really translates. Now, let's talk a little.
Chicken women's basketball will take you far, though.
Yeah. Let's talk a little bracket challenge. You know, I got the All-Script bracket challenge, and I want to give a shout out to these guys. They are killing it, absolutely killing it. Mr. William Levette, Falona Walker, and Jacoby Roy. They are tied for first place. But I want to bring up Mr. BJ's, Mr. Levette. I want to bring up his bracket because the fact that he picked Duquesne over he picked that upset over BYU. I was like, say what? Listen, that is a pick if I've ever seen one. So let me zoom into this. I want to give a shout out to this. He picked James Madison over Wisconsin. Let me just tell you some of these first round picks that my man had. All right, that my guy did. Got to give a shout out to him. All right. So he had. Let me see here. Let me go up. It's hard because let me zoom out real quick. Zoom out. All right. See if I can get this going. Here we go. All right. So he picked Duquesne. I know it's got it hard for y'all to see this. Let me see. Let me see if I can go to the round of 64.
There it is. Duquesne right there.
Right. My bad. Here we go. Nope. Here we go. Okay, here we go. He picked the Duquesne, right? That was, to me, that's freaking amazing, right? He also picked the James Madison. He also picked the James Madison over Wisconsin right here. In this one right here, picked James Madison over Wisconsin. Great pick as well. Got the Texas A&M one over. I mean, his first round was pretty solid. He picked North Carolina State over Texas Tech. What else we got here? It's not too many he missed. It's not too many. He picked Sanford, and that was a pretty close game too with the Sanford and Kansas. So I mean, pretty good. He had a real good run. Can't even lie. Shout out to Mr. Levette and the other guys that tied for first place right now. Want to give a shout out to him and picking the teams that they did. Now, if all three of y'all end up winning, listen, you have to split $100. Okay, so I'm gonna just give it a buck. Hey, all y'all Bama's ain't getting $100.
I doubt all three win the same way, though. I doubt it.
I'm just saying.
Look at the champs that they have. You got UConn, Tennessee, and Houston. Somebody gonna have to win.
Somebody gonna have to give up. Yeah, somebody gonna have to lose. All right. Let's talk about who's stinging up. Stinging it up. Let's go to their picks. Let me go to Mr. Elvin and how he is stinking up the joint. All right. And then we go
last place.
Boy. Man can't get nothing right. All right. Let's see what we got here. He picked let me go to the round of 64. All right.
He probably was done in the round one.
Oh, yeah, early. He picked UAB. He picked UAB over San Diego State. He picked FAU over Northwestern. everybody messed up on Auburn. So, he picked BYU. Let me see what else. He picked Drake over Washington State. That failed him. Picked Mississippi State over Michigan. That failed him. Picked St. Mary's over Grand Canyon. Most people did, but that failed him. He picked New Mexico over Clemson. That failed him. He picked Nevada over Dayton. That failed him.
How many teams do he have right that's in the Sweet 16? Are any of his original picks? Sweet 16?
He got his Creighton pick. He got the Purdue pick. Nope, this one's wrong. He got Houston right. He got Arizona. Neither one of those are right. He got Iowa State and UConn. That's it. So about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He got 5 right.
Yeah, now look like he had Houston winning it all.
Let me see. Final 4. Yep, got Houston winning it all. Stinking it up. Stinking it up. All right, and last but not least, let's shake Perry. Where you at, Perry? Got your March Madness. You got some stuff up here, man. You did pretty well.
Oh yeah, I didn't do too shabby. A team that did let me down. I really thought a conference that let me down was the SEC.
Oh,
Come on, man. Kentucky, Auburn, Mississippi State, South Carolina. I mean, these were teams that I thought played decent basketball throughout the season, and you heard the hype all season that's saying, hey, the SEC has rose up to be the best college basketball conference around right now. No longer the ACC and looking around at other conferences. But then when they got into the tournament, they all fell flat. My biggest disappointment when I looked at Mississippi State versus Michigan State, I thought that was a very winnable game for Mississippi State. And then Auburn. Come on, man. All the emotions, I guess, coming out of winning the SEC tournament and then come and fall short the way that they did. But so far, you see, I got UConn there. Now, Auburn, I thought was going to get there, but of course, San Diego State is in that spot. Illinois and Iowa State still fell right where I believe they were going to be. I got North Carolina State. That's a team where I believed in. When I saw what they had to do in the ACC tournament, they knocked out North Carolina and Duke. You for real when you knock out the Blue Bloods. That ain't for play. That's real good basketball.
Play. That ain't for play.
No, and that's why you see them as an 11 seed right there taking on Marquette. I like Marquette. They got pushed a little bit. Shaka Smart, how about him coming over from Texas? Didn't have a lot of success at Texas when he came from VCU, but getting that second chance and now has Marquette right there at that 2 seed. Houston and Duke both fell where I needed them to go. North Carolina and Alabama fell where I needed them to go. I like that matchup right there. And then on the other side, look who I got, man. I thought Kansas was going to get past Gonzaga.
Nope.
Gonzaga they look like they primed this year. They might be a little bit better than what I wanted to give them credit for. And then Baylor, what happened to Baylor?
Oh, that hurt me. That hurt me. That you talk about one that stung? That one stung. Because I love Baylor. I love the style of I love the defense and how aggressive they play. That one hurt me.
And Clemson is a shocker. How about Clemson, right? Came out of nowhere. I have not even really.
They've been pretty solid. They got some high scores over there in Clemson.
They do. I just didn't think they were going to get past this round to get where I had Baylor sitting against Arizona. Arizona been right there all year. And then Creighton is there. I thought South Carolina showed me glimpses throughout the season where I thought they played some pretty good basketball. And once again, the SEC. I thought the SEC teams were going to advance this year. But Creighton right there against Tennessee. Now, if there's a sleeper who I like, to me, that plays good brand of basketball, it's Tennessee. They're a physical team. You got to come ready to play. What they say, get your lunch pail.
Yeah.
And be ready to bring your lunch today. Tennessee, I had this conversation earlier with one of my boys, reminds me of the old school Big East basketball. That's what Tennessee reminds me. Like, they'll fluster you. They'll force you to have to shoot outside perimeter shots, because it's a tough day to get to the basket. And they look like football players.
Yeah.
They're just a big team. Weight room they look like they're a part of the weight room program. They definitely go to the weight room. It's more than just shooting and being in the gym. It's the workout regimen too. So right now, that's my Sweet 16 of what I have. I'm not too far off, but I think I stood pretty good.
Nah.
A lot of green. It ain't a lot of red.
Yeah. That's actually pretty good, P. I can't even fake on you. That's
What
actually
about
really
you?
good. My Swing CT wasn't too bad. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I'm in 8th place in my own bracket. You know, I'm in 8th. That ain't bad. Okay, that ain't bad. A little 8th place. You know, there's a lot of doubles in there. There's a lot of doubles. So, you know. But I had North Carolina, Alabama. I got Arizona right. I missed on Clemson because I had Baylor. That one hurt me. I've never been a fan of Duke, so anybody I was gonna pick over Duke. But I picked Wisconsin beating James Madison, so I had Wisconsin over Duke. That failed me.
Yeah, that killed that one.
You know what I'm saying? I had Kentucky going pretty darn far. The only good thing is I have Marquette over Kentucky, so that saved me. I had Kansas in this position at Gonzaga, and I had Kansas over Purdue. That failed me. I had Tennessee right. I picked Creighton, so I got both of those right. Let me see. Is that it? Yeah, that's it. So,
but for my national championship, I have UConn versus Purdue, and I have UConn beating Purdue.
Let me see. I know I got Houston in there, but I think I got Connecticut. I think I got Houston and Connecticut
for the national title.
Yeah, let me see.
You going with UConn as well?
Yeah, I went with UConn.
Yeah, I think UConn brand of basketball is basketball. I like their chances. I think Purdue gets there with them, but it seemed like the Cinderella this year is North Carolina State. That's the Cinderella, being the 11th seed, making it this deep into the Sweet 16.
We'll see. We shall see. Let's talk about. I'm gonna talk about a few games that I enjoyed. Just that I've watched. I watched the Iowa State versus Stanford game last night. And when I tell you it was probably one of the best games that I've watched all year, because I didn't watch that many. So yeah, I don't have much to choose from, but outside of the South Carolina LSU game. But it was an amazing game. And you really see what's hard for me when I watch the Iowa State versus Stanford is just the value on 3-point shooting. And them white girls, bro, they can shoot it. This girl, number 11 from Iowa State, her name is Emily Ryan. Cold-blooded with the handles, with the jump shot. I mean, God, dog, the girl was good. And the bigger issue is this. My issue with the game when I was watching it was they kept trying to feed. I don't know if you know about the girl Cooks. Cooks, you know, the real big white girl. She's real Crooks. Her name is Crooks.
Yeah, she's a big chick.
Big chick.
She the one need that Southwest flight to get that. She got to pay for that other seat. Man, you don't want no problems with her, bro. None. That's the one when he said, I'm going to go get my big sister. You like, well, go get her. Go get your big sister. I ain't scared of your big sister. And then she pull up.
Oh, man. She not white. Black, white. Her mama white. I saw her mama. She might not be white. Her mama white, okay? So she white. So she might be mixed with some, but her mama white. So they kept trying to feed her in the post, and the girl couldn't do nothing. She couldn't do nothing with Kiki or Cameron. Like, she can't jump. She literally is all like, you know, all she tries to do is move you. Dog, the girl she got like a -2 vert. She can't jump. Kiki just standing like this, blocking it. It was ridiculous. I'm like, why do you keep giving this girl the ball down the stretch? Emily Ryan she was playing it out of her freaking mind. She would come in transition. Yeah, 3, squat. Ha ha ha. Off the pick. Squat. I'm like, this white girl cold. And they kept feeding Audie, and she kept failing them every single time. That's the reason they lost that game. If they would have stopped giving her the ball and took her ass out the game, because she ain't got nothing for Kiki. Kiki will get that ball, face that girl up, And she's like, I don't give a damn how big you are. You ain't this fast. She'll blow right past her every time, bro. Every single time. It was annoying. Oh, it was so annoying watching her play the game. But that's just what it is. And listen, at the end of the day, man, she white. Okay, like she white. Like if you stopped her, okay, come on, man.
At the end of the day, that's all you got.
No, at the end of the day, she white. Like I don't care what y'all talking about. I don't care what her daddy is, man. Like no, like you cannot tell me this girl ain't white. Let me come on, man. Stop. Don't spit in my face and tell me it's raining. Dog, what are we doing?
Look at that far right picture.
Which one? Which one? This one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at the shoulders. Look how broad she is, bro.
Dog, the girl is white, bro. There's no other way around it.
Whoa, look at her, bro.
So, you know what I'm saying? So
that's baby D. That's when you go get baby D.
That's white. Just because she got braids don't make her black. Okay? Just because she got Michael braids don't make her black. That girl, if she got pulled over by the cops, you gonna tell me they gonna think she a black woman? Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Okay? The girl code though.
No problem with baby D.
The girl code though. So.
You just gotta hook up with Craig. Hook me up with your cousin Craig. Oh, that's all? Oh shit. Y'all can make that happen. Yeah.
Look, you ain't even gotta open this right out the wrapper.
He just slid it right down the window on him, didn't he? And she got to eating that mug. Yeah.
Yeah, she's like, your cousin Craig. What's up with him?
Yeah. He looked back like, shit, that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's a baller though, bro. How do you when you recruiting and you look at her, bro, like that's got to be like, damn, boy, you know what we can do with her? What was she doing to sweat?
Oh, 40 a night.
Hey, what was she doing to sweat?
40 a night in her sleep. In her sleep.
Oh my
God. The thing about it is where you get her disadvantage is if you bring her away from the basket, you can dominate her. You'll dominate her because she cannot move side to side. She can't. Right? So if you had an Angel Jackson, if you had a Zay Green, they're gonna blow past her. But on the offensive side, if they give her the ball, oh she gonna lean on you. She gonna lean on you.
I felt that when you did.
Yeah. Get this work, okay?
Yeah.
Get this work. So it goes both ends. She can give you 40, but she's gonna give up 40 because it's like she can't stop nobody.
Yeah.
She can't. But all right, Pete, let people know where they can catch you at.
Oh, I got something before I tell people.
Oh, go ahead.
Tonight was our 33rd episode. Did you know that?
I did not. So
we've done 32 shows up into this one. I did a little math. So far out of 32 shows, man, we've now had 138,200 views in 32 shows.
Man, you be mathing it, don't you?
Yeah, so we'll see where we go. But as I went through the shows, I will tell you, I analyzed everything. I saw when we got the basketball season, the views dropped. So y'all telling me something about maybe you ain't quite ready to pay attention to get into SWAC or black college basketball, but I know you love your football. Football, hey, I'm looking at the views. I can literally see when we go from football to basketball within the views through the episodes. It's right there. You literally can see it. So, but 138,000 plus views. This is the 33rd show tonight. So I haven't even realized you and I have done that many shows. So congratulations to us for 33 shows still rocking. We survived basketball season.
And we legit survived, okay?
If it went down for basketball, I'm scared to see what y'all gonna do if we start talking some baseball.
Yeah, man. It'd be 5 people on here. We be talking to ourselves.
Y'all making me nervous because I'm telling you, man, you can see the drops instantly from football to when we started transitioning to basketball. You can see the difference, man.
Hey, all we gotta do is slide that spring football in there, and we good.
And one of the things what's just so tough about spring football is, for me, that I feel it's just tough to get the information that you need.
Yeah.
It's not like, we can go SEC wherever where I can just get constant updates. It's tough, people, to get information from these SIDs where they actually putting it out there for people to see. And for a lot of these programs, local media are not covering them. Like I'll take a Southern. Southern gets a lot of local media. Alabama A&M, my boy Mo Carter, he's going to cover Alabama A&M. But, it's just tough to get information to keep up with spring football, to give you something that's going to be exciting or up to date just as much every time you see us get on here, because it'll start to turn repetitive. And then a lot of these coaches, they scared of the media, or they don't control their own media, so they're not even out here giving you after practice updates.
Yeah.
They don't even want you to know who their quarterbacks are yet. Right?
That's the thing that kills me. They act like it's fucking Fort Knox on like HBCU football is like Fort Knox, and I don't want you to know what guys we got. And I'm like, you can go over there to the Pac-12 or AC. Well, ain't no Pac-12 no more. You go to the SEC, you can go to the Big Ten, and they letting you know there's 4 quarterbacks battling for the spot. You know what I'm saying? And they'll tell you everybody's name.
And then putting out their stuff. I go on social media a lot, which, I'm not on the TikToks and all that. But, I love SEC football. Oh, man, I can get whatever I want in spring football as SEC football going on, because they showing you clips from practice. They interviewing players after practice. They having coach interviews. It's just giving you up to date, giving you idea. Because guess what? It's creating excitement leading up to your spring game. And guess what? Leading up to your spring game is a time for you to be selling tickets for season tickets. I think that's the part that we always continue to talk about. We just miss the little things that could build it up. And for me, I would love to see us get more coverage. And when I say coverage, I would love to see the schools, since football it seems to be God, because it's God in the views that we have. I think these SIDs and these athletic departments have to do a better job in terms of selling their program, not just during football season, but out of season. Give people something to be excited about and look up to as the season starts or gets going with spring football. I mean, you got recruits that showed up. You got transfer players. You got new addition with coaches. You got to constantly put out stuff. And this is one of the things that I say, if you don't archive your history, who will? And then when you got people like us and others who would love to cover, who would love to talk about your program and market and tell people to get an understanding of what you got going, it makes it hard for us, because we don't want to come on here and just make shit up. And then, of course, you got the street committee. We want to be able to give people information and give them things that is going to create excitement for them to come to your games and buy the tickets for your season tickets and fill up your stadium. So I think we just got to see them do a little bit better. I normally don't start talking football until after SWAC Media Day, because at that point, it seems I can finally get all the information that I want. But even then, that's why I'm feeling like I gotta be there. I be missing. I like football information. I don't give a damn about what song do you listen to before the game, or what kind of socks to do, hot sauce or barbecue sauce, ranch or I don't want to hear none of that. Talk to me about last year's quarterback and tell me what this year's quarterback group look like. Yeah. Talk to me about the O-line. What are you doing to develop? Those the type of insightful. Sometimes SWAC Media Day to me just seem like a waste of time. It's not true football talk.
No, it's not. And it goes, they got to do it so fast, right? Because they squeeze everything in at one time where, where you have the SEC day, which is over 2-3 day period, So you get the time to break it up, ask questions. And them white boys, one thing I learned about going to SEC Media Day, them white boys are going to ask the hard questions, okay? They going to ask all the stuff that you like, damn, like,
this space too friendly. Everybody want to be friends.
Too friendly.
You say something to the coach. Hey, buddy, how you doing, coach? Yeah, great. Yay, great season. You guys did well last year, coach. You guys keep that up. Good to see you, coach. It's a lot of fluff. It's not football talk. You don't say, coach, well, last year you guys ran a 3-4. You had this. What did you see? Because you guys couldn't stop the run. You don't get football talk. You get fluff talk.
Yeah.
You don't never get a chance to talk to a guy about, coach, how are you developing your linebackers this year? Last year you had some gaps, had some problems. Like, I never truly get football talk from all of the media that's there. And even from the on stage with Tiffany Green, who I love, and Jay Walker, who sometimes I disagree with, I still get friendly.
You know what's crazy? You know what's crazy? How SEC Media Day does it. Most media days don't do it the way they do it, where they literally just open it up to the coach comes up there, he says his 5 or 10 minute soliloquy, and then they just open it up to every media member in there. You raise your hand and you ask your question. That's
the SEC commissioner comes up. He's gonna give you a profile on the team. He's gonna tell you about the coach last year, what they went. All right, now coming to the stage, Perry White. Coach come up. Hey, coach, give your opening statement. Well, offensively last year, I know we struggled. We were 9th in the league last year in X, Y, and Z. Quarterback pass for this year. We just brought in a new running back. We hope to help improve on the defensive side of the ball. Got a new defensive coordinator. We're going to switch up our scheme. This year, we just looking to do better than last year. Kind of a letdown. All right, any questions from everybody? And then he gives you a complete profile offensively and defensively, and he knows what he's talking about as a coach. He knows his stats. He knows his players. And he's going to try to give the media everything before they come knocking at his door.
Yeah.
He's going to try to lighten the load as much as he can because he's already formulated an idea of what they're going to ask. And then they come straight in. Hey, coach, last year you went on the road and you lost to Tennessee. What happened with your team now? Your quarterback just didn't seem good. Then coach got to break that down. Quarterback was young last year, immature, just a young guy, has to grow up through the system. I like football talk. That's the shit. Tell me about the team and let me know from the coach. Talk football with the coach.
Yeah.
Don't talk. I'm not here to be coach friend today. I'm here to get football information and knowledge because there's a lot of information that will transpire that would take you far out of those swag media days and compared to, from those SEC media days than those swag media days, man. It'd be tough trying to listen to all that. I think
swag media day can be 2 days. I really do. 6 teams in the front, 6 teams on the back, right? And then you go, or you can do the East one day, you can do the West the next day, right? And it gives you more time to have those real interactions instead of trying to speed through 12 teams in 30 minutes. Where everybody asks 2 questions and you're done, right?
And
so
you know how tough that is for what they call Radio Row? And you got all these people trying to grab a coach and do an interview with a coach and a player, and after about 8 of them, our coaches already, a lot of them shy away from media in the first place.
They don't want to talk anyway.
Yeah, so you get about 5 interviews, you kind of go get this spirit of I ain't really messing with, because last year, before they went on the stage and after went on the stage, they went with Centoria Black and Tolly Carr, then Charles Bishop. Then they left from with them and then went somewhere else. And then, just rotating them around. But even through all of those people that I listen to, I just hear too much friendly. I'm like, this is business. And even Paul Feinbaum, when he's at SEC, hey, Lane Kiffin can't stand Paul Feinbaum.
He's going to sit right beside him.
Nick Saban couldn't stand him sometimes. But guess what? Paul gonna ask some damn good questions.
Yeah.
He wants to get to the bottom because he understands football. And I think a lot of these guys, I think they scared to bring up football to the coach and really talk football. Like, coach, I want to talk about your offensive scheme and defensive scheme. I would love to talk to Eddie Robinson Jr. and say, what was going on offensively last year? Running direct snaps, halfback, like why that? What was going on with the development of your quarterback? What has since gone on with the development of your quarterbacks? Fred McNair. I would love to Cedric Thorne. You think anybody gonna ask him about that situation?
Nope.
I just to talk to Mickey Joseph. Hey, what made you go get 2 Southern coaches, right? Just then start to talk about the scheme of the game and the program and to really break and deep. And I think that's where Dion was getting frustrated.
You know what I'm saying? Where what are you bringing from Wisconsin? What your time at your time at Nebraska? What are you bringing over to Grambling? Or what do you think some things can translate from Nebraska that you bring it to Grambling and that Power 5 experience? You know what I'm saying? With all these new coaches, Coach Hampton in year 2, what did you learn from year 1? You know what I'm saying? You move, man, that boy changed quarterbacks like he changed draws. Okay. So what are you looking out of the quarterback position in year 2 and having Tony Hall as your OC now? How does that look for, you know what I'm saying, for you in the long haul of everything? And in Prairie View, losing your starting quarterback, what is that? It's so, man, listen, we can go through a whole thing of what it is and Bubble McDowell being right there, you know what I'm saying, at the cusp for the last 2 years. You know, how do you get over the hump? Does Brandon Whedon take you over the hump as your new OC? What are you looking for him to bring to the offense that you haven't had before? All those type of questions, man. But
hey, Coach, I like you. I like that tie, Coach.
Where did you get that from?
What made you wear that tie today, Coach? I like that tie. You know, I saw you guys walk in, look like you were eating breakfast tacos, Coach. Salsa or hot sauce on your tacos. Which one, Coach? I've always skipped Swag Media Day because I just always felt I've always been asked to go, right? I've skipped it because I just felt like it was a meeting of the boys, right? The crews, the groups.
Yeah.
I just don't, and to me, it almost seemed fake. You know, I've just never been one to really go and want to be a part of it. But I think this year, I think I'll be there. I think you need to come with me. I think we should be there.
Hey, if it happens, it happens. God,
I think we should. I think you and I should be at Swag Media Day, and we need to treat it like what Cam Newton did when he was on Radio Row
4 for 1
at Super Bowl, and it was just that constant live the whole time, and you just grab whoever.
Yeah.
I would love to see us sit down and then Eddie Rod, Connell Maynard sitting across from me. And Connell Maynard, I'm pretty sure he don't like me at this point, but Connell Maynard, put your pride aside and talk football. It's business now.
How many? Let me ask you this, real talk. If we did Swag Media Day, how many coaches you think would sit out and would talk to us?
I think we can get every coach in the conference.
Okay, I like it.
Because I think coaches got to understand when we on here and we do, hey, we holding you to a standard. I mean, we're going to make jokes about it because at the end of the day, it's like what you look at the beginning of Pat McAfee show, and I told you need that disclaimer on here. We talk sports, but it's going to have a comical point of view to it. We're not on here to be serious like you would get on other shows that cover sports where they're not trying to ruffle any feathers or make a joke about anything. Jokes is a part of things. And come on now, if you're a coach, you can't be that sensitive. Because, I mean, people criticize it. I read comments sometimes and be like, and that's why I stay away from it. I'm like, damn, why they on me like that? You know, why they talking about me like that? But, hey, we got to be tough, too, because guess what? Just like coaching, our performance is judged because guess what? We're right here for anybody to see us at any given time and critique us. That is a public figure position that we are in, that people do, that people watch us and say those things. Coaching is the same way. So if we come on and we have conversations, Connell Maynard, give me some. I mean, you set yourself up barking and shit. And look what you did while Jackson State thought you was a joke and left you a scooter, bro.
Yeah.
Like, I can't make that shit up. Like, that literally happened.
Yeah.
So don't be mad because,
That was on you.
That's on you. So don't be mad because we talk about it. You know, like, that's just the joke we're going to make out of you. Black folks, we make a joke out of anything. Even sometimes when you could be damn sad, you find something to make a joke out of. You know, so that's my thing, man. Put that personal aside. We'll get on your ass. That's okay. But come talk football. And I think we can get everybody to talk football because we're not there to clown you. This ain't a setup. It ain't like, oh, yo, when you sit down, we finna just set you up to look bad. No, we finna talk football. We done talked about your team and the conference all season. Who else giving you the depth of knowledge? And how many other shows can you find why I think OffScript and Outspoken and what you've done and what I've done with the Jaguar Journal and coming together? There's a reason for that because we actually love the game. We talk about the game and we break it down. We ain't on here just to give a score and be like, oh, yeah, well, I like that coach. If the coach did something, we got on Eric Dooley ass talking about they dropped 8. I got to hold you accountable for that, coach. You said that.
That's what you said.
That's what you said.
That's what you said.
Connell, man, you barked before the game. You know, that's fucking funny.
Yeah.
You don't want nobody to say nothing because it didn't work out the way you wanted it to work out.
Facts.
You know, so put that aside, man. Look, we business at the end of the day. And if they watch the show, aside from the jokes, and you see through the jokes before that, you will see the business that we talk of sports. And we get in depth about the sports because we love these sports. And trust me, do what you got to do to sell your program. And we're going to talk football. We ain't trying to make you look bad. We show up to Swag Media Day. We want to talk about the game. We want to talk about your program. We're going to probably give you the most excited interview than anybody else that's there, because they're going to be trying to kiss your ass. Hey, coach, hey, oh, coach, boy. Hey, what game you looking forward to the most on the schedule? No coach ever answers that.
Because they don't get every game is important. That's what they're going to tell you. Every game's important.
We're just trying to go 1-0 every week.
Want to know every week.
You ask the same shit every year and get the same response. Come on, man. These coaches are trying to be. You don't go down those routes with these coaches. You talk football with them. I want to know, do the coach know football? Sometimes, we may find out some shit about a coach. I want to see, what is your offensive mindset? What is your philosophy of off-season conditioning? How do you develop a guy? Especially talking to these coaches about the transfer portal.
Absolutely.
Plug and play, developing guys. How is it a balance? It's so much so. That's why I think you and I be a good pair. We can get there and we can give you that feel of entertainment where it's not boring, but at the same time, it's the hardcore of what's going on. And I think we can get Charles McClellan on the stage with us to talk to if we had a live. I think that would go viral. And Charles McClellan,
God, listen, if that happens, I know God is real. Okay, I know Jesus.
God is real. That's what I'm telling you. If Charles McClellan, anybody that know him, if he's watching at the SWAC, the SWAC office, y'all got people that watch too. Look, it's for the brand. Let's not run away from it. It's for the brand. And ain't nobody gonna set you. It ain't like we sitting there to make a clown show out of y'all. That's not what it ain't that. We there on business. We got a brand and we trying to do things too. Talk to some people who's serious. And if you actually watch the shows and get away from the fluff, you will hear the conversation that we're having when it comes to breaking down games, looking at film, and breaking down, talking about first, we're marketing your student athletes and your programs.
That's facts.
We're marketing your coaches and your classics. So. And I would love to see that. I mean, if I have to be the mediator, we have this conversation. Because the first thing I'm going to ask the commissioner, hey, I want to know how y'all feel about each other. I mean, that's just a hell of a question to start off with. That's the $1 million question. Let's put that on the table. Then let's move on and talk business together, because the commissioner will probably be surprised if we were to sit at a table, the type of ideas that we can share. The type of things that we can come together and be able to come up with that could be beneficial for everybody and all parties that's sitting there.
Yeah, I agree. I 100% agree. Me and Key talked about that earlier this week. So, no, I definitely agree with you on that one. But
these be jokes, folks. Just, hey, you can joke back with us, man. These be jokes, man. Come on. But, hey, you are a public figure. People going to hold you to the fight. You just never been used to having this type of broadcast. Eyes on you, where people black college football and athletics and administration issues have typically been barbershop talk. It's never been where you had opportunity to talk to masses and the masses watch back, where it was entertaining and actually called in and then voiced their opinion. You should be thankful people actually even having an opinion, because that means they still with you. And that people are holding you accountable, and it's okay.
Yeah.
Constructive criticism, jokes, that's part of it. And look, you have in sports in the SEC, they do whole cartoon columns of football teams when they lose. And listen, them columns don't be good after losses. So just this what this is. Get used to it. This is what actual coverage look like when somebody covers you and gonna hold you accountable instead of trying to be your friend and be in the go along, get along clique.
That's the A. Listen, you can said it no better. Like get along to get along, go along to get along.
I mean, I ain't trying to be nobody's friend, but I do want to work, and I'm showing you that I work. And not only that I love the conference, I love the teams. We talk about them. We talk about them into his. I don't see nobody else. Well, I saw some other shows that did basketball, but it wasn't necessarily the graphics and the time that went into it. Like, man, hey, that's dedication.
Yeah.
That means Scotty care. Perry doing his homework. Hell, I'd be like, bro, just swag back on. but I got to do it because I know that, look,
You
somebody out there want to hear. But clearly, y'all don't like it as much because when I look at these numbers, it dropped around show 25. So I think that was about when we started basketball season. That's when it dropped. Show 24 till we got to show 25. And we've been around that same number since basketball season. So y'all have spoken through the views that I clearly see what you like and what you dislike. And you're not used to getting continued swag basketball coverage either. So that too, I understand. You know, up until this point, man, it'd be tough trying to find anybody giving you consistent basketball update on the conference as a whole.
Well, I mean, HBCU Nightly does a good job. You know, they got their HBCU hoops night with Herb and Josh and all them and Liv.
Well, they just started too, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, so they got that.
Everything what I'm saying, consistency. This is kind of a new territory for people when it comes to being able to keep up with HBCU basketball. What you doing?
I'm sorry. I'm watching this West Virginia and Iowa game, and they are giving this game to Iowa right now, bro. I am so pissed off right now because I'm sorry. It's just crazy. They call a foul for Iowa, don't call a foul for West Virginia. It's just ridiculous, man. Absolutely ridiculous. But I gotta go have an 8-man. Hey, let people know where they can catch you at.
On the Yard, On the Yard Network is on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. Go follow. If you're on all of those, I don't know what they're going to do with TikTok with this whole China thing, but I'm on everything else. YouTube, all of them. It's On the Yard Network. Go subscribe to the YouTube channel and go follow me on all those social media sites. I cut up pieces from our show, other shows, and put them on there. So it's nonstop. It's a network. It's exactly what it's called. From what I do, from what Scotty does and others, I bring it together under one umbrella and push that. That's our network. That's what we're doing to push it. So On the Yard Network, you can find me at the Jaguar Journal as well. The Jaguar Journal. You can go on YouTube, follow us, subscribe to that YouTube channel. And then you can find me at my last one with Chopping It Up with Coach Roger Kadar. Me, College Baseball Hall of Fame coach, hell of a coach at Southern. He's the mecca of what you call black college baseball. He and I have a show called Chopping It Up with Coach Roger Kadar. Then, of course, now back on Monday night, you can catch me on Outspoken each and every Monday. Scott, I don't know what the hell we're going to do with basketball, though. I don't know what we're going to do.
I do not know.
We're going to figure it out, though.
Yeah. I mean, you know, it is what it is. Spring balls, like I said, spring balls around the corner. I know people want to hear a little bit about that. We can always talk a little bit about whatever we find through the grapevine. We'll talk about that, but it's going to be a good one, man. But listen, as always, man, appreciate you, P, coming on. Appreciate everybody for watching. Listen, until next time, you know what I'm going to do. I'm going to holler. God bless.
33 episodes, baby.